Greetings and welcome to another episode of Ball Chat Podcast. It's a special episode. It's World Cup qualification episode. We're leading into the watch along with Jamaica versus Panama. But every Sunday at 5 p.m. we have our flagship show. You're watching us live right now on FlowSports app, on FlowSports YouTube page. You're watching us on the Ball Chat Podcast YouTube page, Facebook page, Periscope, everywhere. All of the Jamaicans them on a forward. Share up the live. We're getting ready to watch the Jamaica versus Panama game. But you know what today, for today's show, I have a special guest that's on. And if anybody asking, where are my co-hosts? Camon is a little bit under the weather. Benton will be forwarding on in a couple minutes. But Camon is still the boat.
I'm hanging around because we have a special guest.
I will talk about, when we talk about special guests, everybody's supposed to know I am a brother that love the 1998 Jamaican World Cup campaign. And for me, the World Cup campaign started in 1994. And I don't know how he's going to feel about this introduction. I don't know if I'm going to hang up the phone, if I'm going to vex with me. But right now we have somebody that I consider an original reggae boy, Mr. Ultimate Butler. What's going on, sir?
Yeah, man. Respect. Thanks for having me,
Zid. So,
watch a few of your shows, so it's a pleasure to be a part of it.
yeah, man. I know that it sounds like you're going. I know you're in the car, you're driving. So I want to say give thanks for passing through on the show with us, and it's an honor from my perspective to have you on the show. Somebody that I have said this many times, and come on, I'm gonna laugh. But no, she feel a little bit ill right now, but she gonna laugh. And I have always said this, and come on, you can tell Mr. Butler, say a lie, me I tell. Without Ultimate Butler and without Paul Young, Jamaica would have never made the 1998 World Cup. Haven't I said that before? Come on.
He has. I will always laugh.
So, but Mr. Butler, tell us your true thing now.
Well, you say you have a good point still, because most people didn't know at the time. Me and Paul Young, was the only we call foreign mates.
Yeah.
The only two true professionals within the team. After then, Walter Boyd came and signed with Colorado Foxes. So we were the one who was really teaching, and we were the ones who brought the professionalism to the local based players. So when the Dion Burton and the Paul Hall and Fitzgerald Simpson came, everybody started saying them are the ones who brought professionalism into the team, which me and Paul Young was doing that even before. But I guess because we were born in Jamaica, nobody really looked at us as the ones who started that. So I think you have a great point saying that.
All right, so come on, here say a true thing, right? And you see when I can remember when Ultimate Butler was being introduced to the Jamaican crowd, and this is before YouTube, before Instagram, before social media. It was Jamaica is bringing in a professional footballer along with Paul Young. And this player speaks, I think they say like he speaks 5 languages at the time, or 6 languages. He's very intelligent.
Yeah, I speak several languages because, I played in France for a while, played in Portugal, in Norway. So, I acquired a few languages in my journey.
Let's
Well, like you said, you have a strong point. When in the 80s when I was playing in France, nobody knew of Jamaicans playing in European Championship. So in the 90s when we have internet and everybody start doing that, we have traveled that road way before.
Right. So come on, do you have any questions for Mr. Butler? I know come on, you're under the weather, but we will have a star for the show. You have to forward and talk to the star, right?
So, Mr. Butler, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, come on. And yourself?
I could be doing better, but I'm happy to be here. Thanks for joining us. We've been trying to get it for the longest while because we have a lot to talk about.
It's a pleasure.
So what do you think we can do to improve the level of professionalism in the youth football. We're not going to touch the senior team as yet. So when we're talking about the from the U15, the U17, the U20s, and let's talk about the male part, because the female part, we're having issues kind of having, the continuity from youth to seniority. So what is it that we're missing from, I mean, we see Panama do it, because if you realize some of the senior players on the Panama senior team played in the for U17, U20 coming. What can we do to continue that pipeline from the youth team to the senior team? What are we missing?
Well, first of all, we need exposure. I think a lot of our kids are not exposed to football at the pinnacle, at that level. So we need exposure and we need coaching. Coaching, I think, is a big problem for us in Jamaica. The talent athletes are endless, so we need coaching and exposure, and we need to keep them in an environment where they've been taught the game, where they learn the game within the game. There's so much to the game that even me myself, when I went to Chelsea as a coach the first time, and I was told that I'm coaching 3 teams. When I got the under-16 team, I lost. So they have to break it down and say, listen, you have a 14-year-old who has the body of a 14-year-old. You have a 14-year-old that has the body of an 18-year-old. And a 14-year-old have a body of a 16-year-old. So their development is different. So we need coaches who need to be exposed to these things. We need to have the players in the right system so that they can grow as professionals.
Okay. All right. So do you see that happening maybe the next couple of years? Because, I mean, we understand. We recycle the same coaches, right? And I think personally, I have a problem with Issa. I think we focus too much on the schoolboy football of just winning trophies instead of developing our young men to be good footballers. Because you and I know that they're stars back home in Jamaica, but when they go overseas, they're lost. So they kick the ball, they run it. I actually saw, I'm not going to call a name, a player in USL who used him to a point and kick the ball. And I'm like, these are the things that we need to kind of fix. So do you think that, yes, we need exposure or whatever, do you see this happening, Paul?
I didn't hear you clearly. Can you repeat that?
Yes, and do you see this happening for us in the near future?
We need a lot of investment, We need investment and we need to weed out some people.
Mm.
We have too much people right now, even in the diaspora, that is exposed to so much of football. And they're not getting the opportunity to impart that back in Jamaica. So we need to get rid of some people and we need proper investment and all these things to change the culture of our football. Personally, it's easier said than done. First, we have to fix the voting aspect. How they vote for people to be in power needs to be changed. If that not change, nothing else not change. Nothing not change.
We just saw Atiba Harris win. And I even said to Lovell, what are you doing? I can be your campaign manager. We have to do something. But I think
we need true football people behind the football. In every country. If you go into Germany, it's Bierhoff and them run it, and Campus run Mexico, Trevor Brooking and them run England. And we are the only country that former footballers don't have a say in football.
Right. Yeah. So they have to change the voting block. That's how I see. But I don't know. I mean, like, it is crazy. And I just think if we don't qualify for the World Cup in this cycle, I think heads need to be rolling. I mean, it's simple. Because we have the players on paper. We have the players. Nobody can say we not have a good team. We really have a good team. So if we not make the adjustment and we not qualify, I just think that people just need to start get chopped.
I agree with you because I think for after 98 we are probably 15 years behind. So I can imagine if we don't qualify now, we go another 15. So we're probably up to 30 or 40 years behind.
You know that is something that I have a question for you now, Mr. Butler, because come on and me, I'm a Virgin Sean, are fighting in the group, and I just need a frank answer. Your World Cup cycle, the talent in that Jamaican team, I have an argument that my argument is that Jamaican team is less talented. We have seen more talented teams come to the cycle, but don't get the support that is necessary for them to succeed. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the 98 team had a very good support, a very good support system. So I think that kind of make a bit of difference to it. 98.
And I always me personally have always been calling for that private sector, because I remember there was an adopt the player campaign that happened in 95, 96, I believe, where the private sector came in and adopted players to support them. I don't see that now, but
that's what we used to qualify, right?
Right.
So I don't know why we go away from that.
Nobody wants to support losers. Call a spade a spade. That's how it is. I see they pump so much money in schoolboy football. Do you know? I talk about this all the time, because I am very critical, and I guess I get punished more than anybody else because I'm so critical. I see Jamaican people tear down the walls for go watch schoolboy football, and they have to beg them to come watch the national team. When you see the reaction from fans about football, it is so negative. Look here, when I went to the Women's World Cup, we couldn't get a jersey to buy. People were asking for the merchandise. There was no thought, nothing put into the football. So yes, businessmen are good to run a business, but we need footballers who understand the sport. We don't have that.
I've been saying that.
We don't have that.
Saying that for because football business and the business of football is two different things, And I don't think in Jamaica we get that.
No, the jerseys, we can't get the jerseys to buy easily and readily. I have American co-workers who ask me for jersey to buy. And then Panama coming out our place, come film a promo. You see it? Panama get a drone and film a promo at the office. It is crazy. So I just don't understand how we expect to go for nobody is backing losers, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't put my money on a lame ass, would you?
Well, from playing in high school, my coach Big Carl used to tell me that people love winners, people don't like losers.
And that's what we see. And it's unfortunate, but until we start to give fans the belief that we can succeed, then you can't get the support. And you can't blame people for not spending their money.
And Andre Stevens is saying bookmakers of Jamaica's favorite. LeSean Jones saying we need more youth football. Keep your comments coming, people. And Mr. Butler, we can sit down and complain and fight, and we are all on the same page about Jamaican football. But I have a question for you right now.
Sure.
What is your most memorable moment as a Jamaican footballer?
Well, being a part of the World Cup team and qualifying for the World Cup, then that would always be one of my most memorable moments.
What about that one moment in your career that you can look back and has there been a turning point in your career where you can point your finger at that say, I'm happy I made this decision?
Well, going to Guadeloupe, you remember, I don't know if you know that straight out of high school, I went to Guadeloupe. So going into Guadeloupe, making that transition from a schoolboy, I think that's one of the highlights in my career and one of the best things I've ever done. Because that enabled me to travel throughout Europe and throughout the world to play football.
And one thing that you should know, and is it come on under the weather? She not gonna make you know right now. You know, but it's come on. She's a huge Chelsea fan.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So
are you a
I, I,
Chelsea fan?
I guess me have to go get some gears for come on.
Yes, Junior. I mean, yes, you Chelsea fan. When Lampard was there, I was so. Anyways, we're not touching on that. We're Champion League winner. They can't talk to me this year. We're winning everything this season, so I'm a huge fan.
Well,
But you know,
two of my
you
players, Tommy and Mason, played for me at the U16 level.
really.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
I coached them when they were playing on the U16 team for Chelsea. Even
so,
Reese.
so even though Tommy is gone, then you should be
Yeah,
proud because he's doing
yeah,
very
yeah.
well.
Watching the Champions League finals was a proud moment to know that. You know, I was able to coach those two kids when they
I wasn't sold on Mason Mount with Lampard. I thought there was a little bit of favoritism, but then after Lampard left and he got the opportunity to really show that he belonged there. So I was a little bit unfair to the young man. I must admit it.
Yeah,
And
he
I
was
thought,
always special. He was always special.
well, that is good. So yeah, man, link me up with the Chelsea's stuff, man. Because even when I came there, came to England during the Women's World Cup. I went
Yeah,
over and I toured the stadium. So it was a really
yeah.
listen. I'm a football crazy person. I've
We'll,
always
we'll,
had a
we'll talk about that after year. I hope
we,
you.
def- we definitely will. But what is your prediction tonight? Do you think that we will 3-1 is far fetched?
I
Us?
don't want to predict. I don't want to predict anything. You know, I would just hope that we just win and get the 3 points.
I, I, I I think we definitely have this in the bag. Even though Panama is not really a team that we should underestimate. Um,
We
I, I,
we have been getting results against Panama.
we have to. I mean, we need to because right now we're bottom of the table. And the Mexico game was a good game to get a point from. So we are disappointed that we didn't get that 1 point.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So, Mr. Butler, I know that your time is limited with us, and I really appreciate the time that you came on. But what you have going on, because for somebody like you that are in the coaching circle, what what do you have going on right now professionally?
Oh, right now I'm working as the technical director for Port St. Lucie United within the youth club. So I also coach the U16 and the senior team in the UPSL. So that's pretty much what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, you make it come on, you make it so
So,
nonchalant and
so are you scouting and sending players to or recommending players to the Jamaican national team, U team?
No, no, no. I don't have any part in that, you know. I think one of the big problems we have within the national team is our scouting department. I think it's very poor because we have players who played a few internationals before. We have players who played in the Gold Cup, 2 Gold Cups, couldn't make the 3rd Gold Cup. So sometimes when you look at some of the players that they call in, you have to wonder then, oh, this player passed, that player there, fair play. Even looking in the last game in Mexico, like we had some players who they weren't called into the Gold Cup, yeah, but from the Gold Cup, they get to play and start over players who you brought into the Gold Cup. That it don't make any sense to me.
Hey, look here. I don't want to touch that, because if you watch the previous program, then you realize that I am the one who always beat them on it. I think it is not merit based, and I don't want to sound harsh or mean but as a fan looking in, you ask the questions because I have a segment that is yard ballers, right? So my job is to watch all of the USL game them, which is madness, and the Red Stripe Premier League. And you have like a Nico Brett, you have like a Henardo Forbes. So when you talk about, even though you hear people talk about, okay, USL players are, they don't hold them in high regard, which we understand. Everybody can have their opinions. But if you have a player like Nico Brett, who is consistently regarded as a goal scorer in USL, if you have a Kennardo Forbes, who is always talked about, he's always in the top 5 as a midfielder in USL. He's the assist king in USL. You have a Lambert, who is good enough.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Come on, I know where you're going with this. Let me cut you for a second, yeah? You mentioned a Lambert. He played in 2 Gold Cup already, right? And he wasn't called to this Gold Cup. And he's 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For the last 18 games for Phoenix, he started 17 of 18. But yet, Peter Vassell is someone who I love. But Peter started 5 of 18 games for his club. Kennardo Forbes, who is number 1 midfielder or top midfielder last season. Yep. In the league, in the same league that he is overshining some of these players. He cannot get a call to the national team. So who is doing this scouting? If we're in the same, we're talking about players from the same league. How you end up calling a player who only started 5 of 18 games over players who are playing day in, day out?
But only that too. And I like Peter Lever. I think he's a nice young man. But remember, he was off for 1 year as well. And so he came back now and he's, integrating himself back into Indy 11. Who him get called over Lambert and like Kennardo? And I have my theories, but I'm gonna leave it right there. So, but listen, and that's why I think it is so unfair. And players are just saying, listen, I'm just going to start making my money to take care of me and my family. Forget about the national team, because it doesn't matter what I do. It's like it's baseless. You can't talk. Romara is a good player. How Romara get a call over Nico Brett, who is consistent for Birmingham?
Another thing, good mention. Romara hasn't played for the national team since 2018. 3 years ago was his last international game, right? Mm-hmm. You weren't called to the Gold Cup, but now I bring you in a very important game in one of the toughest places to play, and you start, and then I made some substitution, and I took players out that played for me in the World Cup, and I trust Romaro to play over these players. Mm-hmm. Something wrong. You understand?
Yes, it is not based on merit, and until the program starts to invite people and play people based on merit, we're going to still have this problem, because you can't just throw in people because you know the agent or you're my friend or whatever. It has to be merit-based so people can have confidence in the program. And we just don't have confidence in the program, and that is the problem.
I agree, because what if I'm the leading goal scorer in Jamaica? I don't get a call just because...
I said it last thing I said, Akwasa Chong, he's the leading goal scorer in the Western Premier League. If we're talking about players in the local league, how you call a Ricardo Morris over Akwasa Chong? If you're talking, you have 35 slots, and you don't call a leading goal scorer, you call a man where
what is his merit? Why should I play then? Why should I bother to play if I'm the leading goal scorer in the national competition and you don't call me? I would like to do the scouting for the national team.
It makes no sense. There's no scouts. I mean, like I think I saw where Simon Preston says he scouts for the national program, and I'm like, okay. I mean, like making a call to 2 persons, asking them interested. It's not really scouting, but that's okay. But it has to be merit based, or it's not going to make sense.
Yeah, man. If we scout, we have to scout proper. We have to look at who is playing and who is playing where and who is doing what. And you get called on a merit base.
Yeah. Lambert. Even if we can say sometimes Lambert have some lapses and whatever. First of all, Peter don't defend. Him not track back. Him not defend. And you have a Lambert. Vassell don't defend. Him don't track back. And a Lambert is a marshal. He marshals the field, and that's a player that you want on both ends of the pitch. And you don't call him for 135 slot.
But Lambert played 2 back-to-back World Cup, and the third one, he's still 24. And just like you mentioned earlier, how do we get players to come through this system. Lambert is already in the system. Let's bring them through the system. And there's oftentimes too many young players that we brought in. They play 1 or 2 games and then we discard them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so players not coming through the system and growing with the national program, and that's why we always.
And I tell you, and Panama does that because I remember some of these players playing with my son at the U17 level. So I understand, and it is frustrating. But what you must do, if you're a fan of the reggae boys, you have to stick with them to stick and thin and just hope something happens.
And that is the key thing. That is the key thing. What to support them through thick and thin. And
yeah, man.
But you know what, Mr. Butler, one question, and again, thanks for giving us this much time. But if you were to be in control, like how your past teammate Paul Hall, Theodore Whitmore is on the coaching staff right now. Let's say that some miracle was supposed to happen, and we're bringing in a true footballer, somebody that is proven, somebody that knows how to build a program like yourself. I bring them into JFF. What would be your ideal, or what would be your first changes that you make?
That's a brilliant question. We change the head. We change the people who run the football.
Hold on a second. Before you run, the lineup versus Panama is out. Michael, shout it out for you.
I was about to talk about it.
All right. So we have Andre Blake, Wesley Harding, Ethan Pinnock, Liam Moore, Kemar Lawrence, Ravel Morrison, Daniel Johnson, Bobby Reed, Kemar Roof, Corey Burke, and Mikel Antonio.
Why is Nicholson on the bench?
Powell, Fisher, Nicholson Flemings, Barnes Brown, Turgot, Walker McGee, Mariappa Williams Taylor on the bench.
Why is Nicholson on the bench? That is my first question.
But it's a strong 11. You know why Nicholson on the bench? Because Corey Burke is more like a defensive striker. I hate to say that term, but him have the muscle.
Yeah, man. Him show a lot of tenacity in defending, you know. So.
He's a defensive striker.
Yeah, man.
That is the definition.
Or the lineups down to you, Mr. Butler.
Well, I can't wait for see it, you know. How it sounds to me right now really don't really matter, you know, because we just need to see that we can get this 3 points tonight, you know. So whoever put on the field, we have to just make sure that we win this game tonight and get 3
points. Manners family. Big up to the boss, Mr. Butler, Ultimate Butler, the general night building. Come on, Junior, what going on, family?
Why the man reach?
Yo, long time. Reggae boy is ready up. Mr. Butler, boy, come like, we need to get a jersey for sign from, you know. We need an autograph. Engineer, set you up now.
Yeah, that's not a problem. We can organize that, you know.
Yeah, man. But by the way, we just want to respect the work, man. Really love the work that you're doing over the years, what you're growing up as a kid, and of course the things that you guys did in the 98, you know, World Cup, making it to the World Cup. You know, some man celebrate Messi and Ronaldo, not to say them people that are general, but you guys are our generals, you know, because you guys did something that a long time people have tried to do that for Jamaican football. So hopefully this team can take it further, you know.
Yeah, man, I hope so too, you know, because like, come on, say if we don't qualify for this one, you know, it's gonna be a big step up.
Yes, and ultimately, as we push closer to the game, by the way, big up to the family joining us on FlowSports and everywhere on YouTube, Facebook. Big up. Sorry, I'm late, family. What do you think ultimately went wrong? I just have one question because of 98. The 98, we got a lot of money. Of course, the match, the funds from the individual matches at the 98 World Cup. We got a FIFA Gold Project money subsequently after that World Cup. It's essential for teams like Jamaica, etc. Once you make a World Cup, you use that financial resources to build better. What went wrong with that money, and what did we did so poorly so we don't make the same mistake 10 years from now if we qualify for this World Cup?
You know, you just say it. You just say it, you know, usually you'll take that financial support to build and do better, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the answer. We didn't take the financial support to build and do better.
And if we do make it to this World Cup, is there any measures, anything in place to prevent us from being the same place again? I try to recruit UB 40 years from now. I mean, I give thanks to Kimar Rove, Mikel Antonio. We don't know what these players are going to do once they get on the grass, right? But we give them credit for step forward. But ultimately, what you would like to have is a program where you have your youths on the island coming through the ranks, where you can coalesce around a team, where you don't have to depend on flying people in and, you know, travel all over the globe to find people. And so how do we prevent, if we make it to this World Cup?
Well, we had a formula that we use in '98 that worked, right? So we had a bunch of local based players in camp, and we trained together and play a lot of friendlies, and you know, they were pretty much like a full-time team training. You know, I think, you know, that worked, so we can always go back to that on the local side. But you know, I don't see no way we should name a squad of 35 players and not at least 5, 6, 7 local based players are in the team. There's no way that should be possible. There's no way we should be traveling with a party of 26 players and we don't have at least 5 local based players in the team. So that's showing that, you know, like there's no reason for them to play football if you're not getting selected. And if we are selecting these players, they have the opportunity to go out. Now we export those 5 and then we bring another 5 into the system. So if we're just relying on the overseas based players, you know, the growth of our football in the country, it's gonna die.
Yeah.
Because nobody would have nothing to be playing for.
Yeah.
And I strongly believe that we have to use these players because it's not their fault that they were born overseas.
Oh yeah. We definitely understand it because ultimately it's a means to an end. I mean, you know, the school of thought is that the local players can't really get us to the World Cup. These professionals might be able to get us to the World Cup, but ultimately, if we do get to the World Cup, and on paper, there are many that believe that Jamaica definitely have a squad that can place in the top 3 in CONCACAF. If we do make it to the World Cup with these players, the opportunity will be there to not have the same issues 10 years on the road where we have red list problem with now UK red list, and we have one side I go Mexico and another side, you know, because we never know what will happen to try to build the local program better. But looking forward to the game tonight. I mean, I am with you 100%. I don't care what the score is, just score one more goal than Panama. I don't care what it's 22-21. I do not care. We
right
just
now, we don't even look for any entertainment or anything. We need
nothing. People want pretty ball. I don't care.
No. We don't want no boogie. We don't want no boogie football. I am sorry. I want to enjoy
Come
the game.
on. If you watch the last few games, I think we've been playing boogie football. I think we played worse in the last 2 World Cups. So we've been playing boogie football. So right now we need more 3 points than anything else.
So you want a dirty win. You don't want a pretty loss.
Right now, just anywhere we are going, you know, even if we have a thief.
Yeah, I mean, even if I home field advantage.
We not have VAR. But you know what, too? Touching on the point with the local players, like recycling, it not only will it benefit the national program, and it will benefit the families of these local players when they get to go overseas and play. But I think if they come back and they use what they've learned overseas in the local football scene, I think it also improves the game back home. Because I don't know if you watch the restaurant Premier, some 2-foot challenge, some up in the air, whatever, some just crazy football. What was that?
I always think they're gonna hurt one another.
Yes. So we have to really see if we can send the players overseas to kind of learn. And it's kind of hard, you know. So when you know this too, because you have to teach good habits when they're young. Because then when they become like 30 or 28 or whatever, it's already set. So some of the things they really can't unlearn it. So I understand what you're saying, where we have to drag the local footballers along with us so we can improve. We can't just leave them behind. There's no way on earth the leading goal scorer should not at least be sitting on the bench now. Even on the bench. I mean, like everybody's bawling about bring Maggie. Listen, this is not high school football. And of course, Maggie is a talented young man, but I think that final portion, he's just not at it right now. I would bring the leading goal scorer.
But if you go back to Maggie, how many games have he played in Belgium?
He's just in Belgium.
Zero.
Listen, Jamaicans only
yeah.
want to know say him that Belgium. Ride the bench, don't score no goal, don't provide no assist, but bring him.
That's exactly what we talk about, the scouting. You know, he's in Belgium, and after 2 years, he still haven't even started a proper game or played a game. So what does it merit him to be drafted into the senior national?
In not in Red Stripe Premier League. I think that's it. Listen, when I referee some little DVD beside him in Maryland. And when I hear the parents on the sideline, I just want to hear a hint of Jamaican of them little boys, you know. I go over and I say, oh, and then I'm watch them little picnic and see if them picnic have little skills. I go over and say, are you interested in playing for Jamaica? So me get all 2 and 3 of them to send go home. I think it was Andrew. Andrew used them and I'm U20. But after a while, they get lost. The kids are not interested anymore. The program just not gone away. And the kids are, we miss out on the talent. So I don't know. Listen, when my son wanted to play, an email scan is a phone call from a friend to get a hookup. That's just how it is. And you're right, we have to change at least that small portion. And then we can see. We're tired of them. We're tired of them. Tired.
Well, like we said still, when Mr. Butler is ready to go and take over the JFF.
I don't put a target on him back now, but with the foolishness. But with it.
The whole of we're going to fly down and cast will vote. I link up who would if link up and say forward. I make we set the thing properly. Well,
Mr. Butler don't make Junior boost up like something here. Don't follow him. Don't follow him at all. But the vote is not so the voting work, Junior. The voting have to change first before we talk about getting somebody who understands the football.
Come on, we'll make 2 link, man. Don't worry yourself. Everything good. Everything. We just wait for Mr. Butler to say ready. But Mr. Butler, I want to say thank you very much for joining with us. And I know you say you're going to be on for the very first part of the show, and you practically been on for pretty much the whole show.
It made me chat him out, but I like it.
Yeah, but
we enjoy it, man. It's a pleasure, and thanks for having me,
Yeah, and we need you back on it because our Sunday show we have a segment called Ballers and Bugs where we talk world football. Today is dedicated to Jamaican football. But every Sunday we talk world football, so the door is always open. Anything that you have going on that you want to get out to the masses, you have our 100% support. You don't even have a question that, Mr. Butler.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Just keep me in the loop and let me know whenever possible, and I'll be more than happy to join you guys again.
Definitely, and I'm really looking forward to you giving Camon and Nicholas Anelka jersey.
I don't want an Anelka jersey. I don't want an Anelka jersey.
I'll give you the bring on some of the Chelsea stuff.
No, who are my favorite Chelsea player again?
Who's that?
I met him at Phoenix. When him there, Phoenix.
Oh, Drogba.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite footballer, Chelsea footballer.
Yeah,
Alti, just give her one of Christian Pulisic jersey, the Captain America, she has said.
Absolutely not.
Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America, she has said.
Absolutely not.
And she fit perfectly in Maryland.
I have some personal stuff from the ME, Michael Emenalo.
Mm-hmm.
Can get you some of these with the full gear.
Hey, look here. Don't make me talk you like white and rice. No, promise me now.
So, I could talk after the year and I can get
okay. Definitely.
Because personally, I don't wear them,
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a Jersey girl. I appreciate it very much, Mr. Butler. Don't be a stranger. If you want a campaign manager, you know where to reach me. I am very good at it.
All right, we'll talk.
All right,
All
Mr.
right,
Butler,
take
give
care.
thanks.
Bless up, family.
Yeah, I like the laid back atmosphere and everything. Cool, you know.
Yeah.
But not for sport.
Before you let go, I know 1 minute. The other teams, because there are 7 teams in this final round. Your quick assessment of the other teams. I mean, Mexico and USA are the standard bearer, but your thoughts on the other 7?
I think the other teams are beatable. Canada is a team we pretty much have to watch because they, in the World Cup they played some very good football. Honduras themselves is competing. I think Costa Rica they're a bit shaky. Mexico themselves haven't really gotten it right thus far. But El Salvador is always a game that we can at least pull it out, especially playing at home. It's not going to be easy, but I think the teams that we should look out for is the Canadian and the US.
All right. That's a Qatar by bus or train. We just have to reach.
Yeah, we just have to reach.
All right.
I say, even if we have to get 2 calls tonight, we'll take it.
We'll take it. I just a win. We don't care. Pretty football, bongo ball is just a win.
Yeah, we can talk to Cameroon about the style of play later on.
Them think they can't go sit down with them thing right now, but pretty ball.
Wait, we take the formation 9-1. A 9-1 formation.
Bless up, family.
Yeah, man. Respect, man. And thanks for having me.
All right, give thanks, Mr. Butler. Bless up.
All right, respect.
Well, engineer ready up and out. What? 13 minutes away from game time. All right, so the outcomes we can't see the Panama starting 11. It's just Jamaica starting 11 alone we hear about.
With a business Panama starting 11.
What, Junior?
With a business about Panama starting 11.
Come on, man. You have to give the man them respect, man.
Yeah,
all right. So weird. So yeah, Blackburn up top. Junior, you put up the Jamaica 11?
Yeah, I'm putting it up right now. Right now. Gonna give me a second.
All right, so we can go and reach to the Panamanian 11.
Yes, sir.
Mejia in goal, Andrada, Escobar in the back, Murillo on the right, Davis on the left, Godoy in the center, holding midfield position, Caracas, Barcenas in the 10 role, playing up top. You have Blackburn on the left. You have Quintero. Have to watch Quintero. Rodriguez is also.
I'm not afraid of Quintero.
But he's not afraid of him. He's a dive in. He's a dive in. You have to be careful because you don't know Quintero is a swimmer. And of course you have the Reggae Boys 11. So that and Panama. Last time we defeated Panama was what? 2019 1-0 in the World Cup, right?
I believe so. Yes, that's on.
Yeah. The old foot them. That's the old man.
I believe that's right. And people, if you don't want to call in, you can call in right now via the Zoom. Meeting ID 321-243-0221. You can call in right now. We'll have the Jamaica starting lineup again. I'm switching it around. ESPN seem to have Antonio playing on the left wing with Corey Burke up top. I'm sorry. Jamaica is playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, and I cannot see Mikel Antonio coming off the left wing. If this was 5 or 6 years ago, fine. But Mikel Antonio is playing as the main striker. Corey Burke and Kemar Roof will be alternating on the left and the right wing. Bobby Reid will be playing in the 10 position. We'll have Johnson and Morrison playing as holding midfielders. We'll have Lawrence, Harding, Pinnock, and Moore as the defenders.
Corey Burke up top, and I don't. That sounds alright.
No, there's no way. No.
But you know what? As a top steer, him like for throw a wrench in a things kind of like upset the apple cart. So maybe. Well, and there, Joel Campbell wasn't a part of anything.
If Joel Campbell was what?
Well, and there, let's see Joel Campbell.
All right, now we're analyzing the formation, and ESPN actually has a change in the formation. They have Jamaica now playing a 4-3-3 with Morrison, Johnson, and Bobby Reid as the 3 midfielders. We had Harding and Lawrence as the wing backs, Pinnock and Moore as the center backs. So 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, same formation in my eyes. It'll be very fluid the way how Jamaica play. What are your guys' expectations of the game today? Other than obviously Jamaica beating Panama, how do you see Jamaica beating Panama?
For me, I mean,
Basically, Junior just scored more goals. Backside. That's how we see them beating. All right, to get more detail, Mikel Antonio, there's a lot of hype about Mikel Antonio, rightfully so. He's definitely in a rich vein of form, right? I mean, the only question I have is just the fact that these players haven't played together. So should be a getting to know each other moment out in a competitive setting. Mikel Antonio to score. Corey Burke also might score. I think Mikel Antonio just being in a rich vein of form and to be instrumental. He should make life difficult for Andrade and Escobar, the center backs for Panama. And subsequently, even if he doesn't score, that we should free up Corey Burke, Kemar Roof, and others to get in, because he should be able to pull those center halves out of position. Players are heading out to the field, family. Them heading out to the field.
Benton, listen, I'm in it with you today. Today's show, you're going off my timing, all right?
The players don't head to the field yet. Now your timing. Where are you now, engineer?
We have Orion here. Look like Orion is about to join. So I was waiting on Orion. Orion, I see you trying to join the call. Again, the Zoom meeting is up, people. If you want to take part in the show, you can always link us forward there. So we're 8 minutes away from kickoff. 8 minutes away from kickoff. Jamaica versus Panama. Panama seems to be playing a 4-1-4-1 formation. Possession. Obviously the game has to be different than when we played against Mexico, right? Do you see Morrison and Antonio having that big of an influence on the game today?
Yeah.
I think in terms of physicality, I think we have the upper hand. All that go work with every time we touch the Panamanian players and they drop a ground, it's to be seen. But I think and everybody say, oh, we have Mikel Antonio, so we must win. I mean, like, just throwing players together really don't work most of the time. So I do think that we have the upper hand when it comes to speed and physicality. And with a Ravel Morris in the middle, I do think that we will control and possess the ball better. So it's just the transition from the back to the front. I mean, I think it should be worlds apart in terms of difference from the Mexico game to now. So we just have to make sure that we get the ball to whoever up top, putting at the back of the net. Andre Blake doing best for the make none go in, and I hit that for me. But I think they're playing a 4-4.
Orion, bless up. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name properly. Orion, are you on right now?
Yes, I'm on.
All right, your link, the connection sound like it a beat a little bit there. Let's try again, Orion. All right, family. Now, all right, go again, Orion. Let me hear you again.
Not here.
Yes, I'm here. You hearing me?
Yeah, we're hearing you now. You sound a little bit garbled, but we're hearing you now. So, what are your predictions for the game today, real quick?
Can't hear you.
Well, predictions 3-1. Jamaica 3-1. Again, the Panama 3-1.
All right, so I hear that Jamaica going to beat Panama 3-1. Your connection have beat you, though,
My
generally.
prediction is 3-1.
3-1.
Jamaica?
Yeah. Antonio going to score a double. Antonio's going to score a double.
Antonio on the double. All right, my boss. All right.
We are getting the third one too. Yeah.
No, I think him connection I beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Orient again, respect. We can't hear my boss. We cannot hear you. So what is that forward there again later on at halftime, Zine? So Orient says 3-1 Jamaica. Benton, how 3-1 sound?
Yo, I'm not. I don't know score prediction idea now. We just want to win, Big up to the family. 3-1, 5-1, 1 low. Bob Marley doesn't matter to me. Yes, I will take it. C1 3 town sound good. Big up to some of the family on Ball Chat YouTube page. Remember to subscribe. Andre Stevens says bookmarkers have Jamaica's favorite. Big up yourself, family. Moby Aguna, Antonio up top because not even Tapa can so fool. Big up yourself, family. Moby Aguna said that. Moby Aguna said we just need to see a more control game than we played against Mexico and USA. No more of this long ball kick and run down game. We are not Stoke City Tapa. And Minister Lorenzo Edwards. Yes, big up yourself, family. Junior, I don't care if I 3-1, 5-1, 1-0. I just want a win, right? Come on.
Yeah, but a 3-1 me a call.
Junior, what say you, family? As now the national anthem for Panama is being played.
Why, I think it's going to be a 2-1 game. And I think it's going to take a late goal.
So, by the way, with Jamaican collapsing in the last couple of games at the end, we don't give Panama any chance here because at Jamaica, the results heavily favored. Granted that Jamaica show and rare, but we're not give the opponents a chance here. Whether because we have some Panamanian listeners, and they were running,
Go ahead,
come on, what does Panama have to do to win? Junior,
Score more than we. Listen, all Panama need to do is remain composed, remain compact, don't panic, score more than them let in, and it's a wrap. I think advantage us because that pitch runner back, the pitch. Yes, the national stadium has not been used in a minute. Rainfall, but my lord, man, you see the pitch, Benton? You see it?
Yeah, home field advantage. We have to work with what we have.
Yeah, but I hope Antonio not dropping on a ditch.
And for all those, as Jamaica is getting ready to listen to the national anthem, for all those out there, we are not showing the game live. Again, we are not showing the game live. You can watch it on hexgoal.com. If you're in the United States, you can watch it on hexgoal.com, HESGOAL.com. You can also watch it on Paramount Plus. You can also watch it on, where is Benton?
You can also watch it on Telemundo Deportes for all the Spanish. Just you can turn on to Telemundo Deportes and join us. Just mute the Spanish commentary because, like Junior said, we didn't get grade 1 in our CXC Spanish. So, Telemundo Deportes.
Lorenzo Collins said, One Love Jamaica. One Love Jamaica. Put on the scores in right now. David Bryan is saying, where can we see the match? I'm in Canada. Go to hesgoal.com, HESGOAL.com. Judith Forbes in Jamaica want to win. Fritz Ortiz said, pitch look like it's a pass-through. Like Ida passed through. But said the pitch look like Hurricane Ida passed through it. Ryan Williams, Sports TV said, boy, hard. Is this to Shane Acton? Is this match shown here? No, it's not. We cannot show the game live right here on the YouTube channel. But again, we're going to give you expert commentary, and you guys are going off my feed. Here, Benton, come on, I'm going off my feed. Don't talk.
Me I jump off.
Yeah, man, I understand.
According to your feed, the referee's in the middle right now, Junior.
Benton, the referees are in the middle. They're about to do the coin toss right now.
Well, on the back no our Jamaican referee that. And really, where come from? I can't our Jamaican ref. Is the ref? Is the timekeeper? The bandy leg,
people,
the bandy leg man, the
hold
bandy
on.
leg ref and our ref.
Hold on. Let me put up the chat. Cause we're going to cuss off somebody right now. We're going to cuss off somebody. Everybody, we're going to cuss off somebody together. Big up to Marco Pratt. Marco is a Liverpool fan. So we know that him and the two right thing still. But Marco says, Panama 2, Jamaica 0. So, we just beat up Marco. Come on. What you have to say to Marco? Come on.
Look here, we don't pay attention to much people, not on a Sunday. But after we eat our rice, tell them to come back Monday.
Big up Marco. Marco said,
Do we not big up Marco? Marco the only Jamaican I talk about Jamaica could lose.
But what
if Marco?
But what if Marco is right?
No, him cannot write.
How you know that?
Cannot write. I speak deliverance.
Damian saying Badman thing, Junior J. Stevens say El Salvador. Damian Tomlinson saying dead with laugh. Yo, Marco, big up yourself every time in general. All Liverpool supporters out there, big up yourself.
Yourself, come on. Look up Moreno. Half time we talk to you much time, you know. We don't want you stress you out. Junior, we have a backlash something, family.
I have the brown back already. So Benton, make sure you hit pause on the game for the kickoff because you're going off my feed. So
Junior, the referee's looking at his clock right about now.
Well, we're not busy about the referee. Bad up the thing right now. Jamaica versus Panama, the watch along. It's about to kick off. People get ready. Let me see the scores them in the chat. Put the scores in the chat. What are your predictions? See Jason Frame saying, keep your bad energy, Marco. That goes to you, Marco. Dutch Montoyan saying, Whitmore is not a court with more because what?
Tech pile under yo. Ball game kicking a free kick to Panama. Daniel Johnson calling for a foul. Where's a Ravel Morrison? I try pile people already. A fun thing.
Why it look like it?
You know, Daniel Johnson foul and Barcinas. Andrade in the back. Ball to Escobar. So what? Jamaica don't apply any pressures, just allow it. Weird. So, Junior, why are we sitting off this team?
We're 1 minute and 12 seconds in the game so far. Panama is pushing another foul in a dangerous area. But I do agree, Benton. I don't know why Jamaica is starting. But like you said,
free kick to Panama. So another foul on Daniel Johnson. Seems like we're sitting off, allowing the Panamanians to kind of dictate. Seems like they were trying to run a quick play there, but Jamaica was alert to it, and they opted out of it. Davis with the kick. Well, he rolls it off. Davis puts it inside. And a shot from Carrasco.
High and wide.
Yeah.
Rowan Sanders saying Jamaica 2, Panama 1. Dennis Richards saying Jamaica 2, Panama 0. David Hamilton saying 3-1. Kanye Chelsea saying 3-1. Wayne Morgan saying 4-1 Jamaica. Here's a long pass looking for Antonio. No,
Looking to see how Ivan Pinnock and Liam Moore go at it, Junior. Ball to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Carrascas. Andrade. Panama and Jamaica's half. Davis up back to Andrade.
And Panama looking very comfortable at that.
Yeah. Got to get some more pressure. Kemar Wolf applying a little bit of pressure. And now Antonio trying to get close to Escobar. Escobar finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez turns away from Pinnock. Finds Barcinas. Panama into the box to Quintero. Quintero finds Barcinas. Shot.
And blocked. And here's a shot from outside the 18 and the ball's blocked again.
Weird. Hold on. But Jamaica. Jamaica is under pressure.
Jamaica
All
is under
Panama
severe
so
pressure
far,
right now.
Junior.
Very, very severe pressure. Panama is now playing the ball around the top of the 18.
Morelio took. Ay, ay, ay.
This is what lack of preparation and game preparation shows. Jamaica still yet to get their footing in.
Yeah, lack of playing together.
Ball in the
Ball
18-yard
across the
box.
goal. Kemar Lawrence let it ran out for a goal kick. Panama dominating the early possession there. So the key man for Carrasquilla, number 8, Carrasquilla has been in, as I would have said, enough here, brother. Carrasquilla has been instrumental, but Quintero, number 19, also looks quite busy for Panama. Andre Blake with the goal kick.
Jeffrey Soto says Antonio is going to score. Ronaldo Jones is saying 1-1. Dennis Richards saying Jamaica 2, Panama 0.
Johnson, Burke looking to flip it to Roof, headed up by Andretti. Now back to Ravel Morrison, look for Roof. Bobby Reed looking to flick it in. Roof in with a shot!
And just high and wide. Kemar Roof should have done better with that, Kemar.
Should have done better.
Should have done better.
Kemar Roof looked like a Premier League ball on that shot. Jamaica Red Stripe Premier League ball on that shot. No disrespect. Should have done better. The big midfielder, Junior, would have done better. On mark, at the penalty spot approximately, Junior. Had more time. Should have probably taken a first touch, but good first sight of goal by Jamaica, right?
Yeah, and Jeremy Clark, yes, Mikel Antonio did start. The lineup that you're seeing to my right is actually current. So that is the actual lineup that we have on the field. Mikel Antonio is starting. And it looks like Kemar Roof is playing up top. It looks like Jamaica is in a 4-4-2 formation with Kemar Roof up top instead of Corey Burke.
Mikel Antonio trying to hold up play, getting a little bit of hassle there from Escobar. Ball is back with Escobar now for Panama. On top of his 18. Sends it wide left to Andretti.
And you can watch the game on hesgoal.com, HESGOAL.com. You can watch the game live right there. You can mute it and listen to us with our expert commentary as we look at Tupper with more.
Squilla sends it forward. Lucas looking for Quintero on the left. Quintero, beautiful touch from Quintero. He's going at West Harden. Quintero is down, holding his face as the diver Quintero steps forward. Harden looking like, what did I do?
VAR.
But you got it.
We need VAR. Come on,
You got to be careful when you play with Quintero. He will definitely be diving. Well, yes, he did get a slap in his face, accidentally.
But the man is acting like him get shot in him face.
Well, that is Quintero still. Well, we don't know. Maybe West Morgan hand is heavy, Junior.
West Morgan.
West Harden. Sorry, West Harden. Free kick to Panama. Left side of Jamaica's 18-yard. Facing Quintero is talking. West Harden is being called over by the referee. Quintero is advocating to the referee to talk to West Harden. So is Quintero doing the refereeing?
Yeah.
Or the referee? Ravel Morrison telling someone to pick up Quintero as he walks toward the box. Ravel Morrison shouting for somebody to pick him up, and then looking at Andre Blake saying what kind of wall he wants. 2 in the wall, Harden and Morrison.
But fun and joke aside, Panama is looking very threatening. Jamaica did have an early chance, but Panama is enjoying the lion's share of the play right now. And you have a
ball into the box. Too high, headed over and out, headed it over for Andretti, their big center back. They were looking for a center back. He's headed it wide, and it's a goal kick to Jamaica.
Still early days, 8 minutes gone in the game, but again, Panama seems to be very comfortable. Jamaica is trying to find their footing. As we have a goal kick right now, kicking in short.
Ethan Pinnock. Look for Kamara Lawrence. Long ball again, looking to send Antonio on. Antonio, Andrade Escobar kicked it out for a throw. He's not taking any chances. Seems like it's going to be one of those evens, Junior, where a long ball thing, again.
Yeah.
Bobby Reed. Looking. Antonio getting in. Very muscular player. Putting his body in on Morelio. Free kick to Panama.
What's your guys' early impression of Mikel Antonio? For all those that are watching the game right now, what are your guys' early impression of Mikel Antonio?
Not seen enough so far. 9 minutes in. I mean, still being starved of the ball. Jamaica needs to get some possession in the middle of the park. Long ball over, headed back by Pinnock. Headed back by Carrascola. Daniel Johnson picks it up. Daniel Johnson sends it wide, looking for Corey Burke. But it's now Eric Davis looking to get by Wes Harden. Ball ricochet of Harden and out for a throw into Panama in Jamaican half.
Corey Burke must be better.
Yeah.
All right, and for big up Dwight Spence, big up everybody's asking where they can watch the game. You can watch it at hessgold.com. If you're in the United States, you have Paramount Plus. All the World Cup qualifying games are coming out on Paramount Plus. You can watch it on Paramount Plus. You can also watch it on Telemundo. If you have access to Telemundo, you can watch it on Telemundo. But hessgold.com is also an option. HESGOAL.com. And Panama maintaining the lion's share of possession.
Bobby Reed coming back, breaking up the play, took a knockdown. Ball is out for a throw. As it went off Rodriguez, or a foul on Rodriguez on Bobby Reed. Free kick to the Reggae Boys.
Andre Stevens saying Panama look hungrier. I agree.
Yep.
I think what we're seeing right now is the Jamaican players trying to get used to playing as a team while under live fire.
Pinnock looking long for Antonio. Headed back. Ball to Daniel Johnson. Johnson to Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed cannot maintain position. Turn it over. Pinnock to Kimar. Taxi Lawrence. Lawrence and sends it back to Andre Blake. Andre Blake looking for Corey Burke. Then headed back by Eric Davis. Eric Davis. Ball to Quintero. Quintero looking for a quick one in. Now Bobby Reed is trying to get the play going. Under a bit of pressure. He sends it to Taxi. Taxi to Pinnock.
Ay.
Jamaica not looking. Early warm, family. Early warm. Like I said, I don't care about pretty ball. I just need a win.
And I'm not going to here's Mikel Antonio try to control the ball and miscontrol the ball. Here's Panama back in Jamaica half. Again, looking very comfortable, looking like the home team. Here's a cross into the box. Cleared away.
Foul on Carrasquilla as he fouled Mikel Antonio into the back of Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio getting a lot of attention from the Panamanian. He was shoved in the back. Referee called a foul. Ball looking for Kemar Roof, headed up by Andrade.
And big up to Anita Bell. Anita, it's early days, Anita. Early days. We'll soon catch top form.
Lawrence to Ethan Pinnock. Pinnock to Liam Moore. Moore to Ravel. Ravel coming back, picking up the ball, looking for options. Back to Pinnock. Ravel trying to dictate play, standing between the two center backs in Jamaican half. Looking for option. Then he sends it wide to Kamar Taxi Lawrence with a bit of room. Taxi looking for options. Now roll it back to Pinnock. Pinnock to Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson back to Ravel. Ravel steps past one. Looks for Kamar Roof in midfield, but it's turned over, picked off as Panama is driving down a Jamaican goal. Shot and it scores! Panama with a goal. Picked off by Andrade, a center back. Stepping in front of Kamar Roof in the middle of the field. A pass from Ravel. Ravel sending on to Kemar Roof. Andretti, a center back, stepped in front of Kemar Roof, picked it up, drove in on goal, kicked a shot from 17 or 18 yards out into the bottom right corner. Panama 1, Jamaica 0. Junior, you all right? Open the rum buckle.
Yeah, very disappointed goal. Kemar Roof should have done better. You're standing in the middle of the field. You need to know that there will be pressure coming up on you. Poor turnover. Nobody closed down on the ball. This guy drove right down the middle of the field and kicked it from outside the 18. I mean, it's comedy of errors, and it's one Jamaica, Panama 1, Jamaica 0. I mean,
and that is a center back, Junior. A center back, is this backside Panama center back, Andretti on the score sheet, stepping in midfield, took the ball off Kemar Roof. Tapper Whitmore looking a bit ticked off. Family, how you feeling? What's the thoughts? What's the family thoughts on that goal, and who's at fault, and what should we do from here?
I can say that everybody is in shock right now. Everybody watching on FlowSports saying the side lame. I swear that's what Fritz is saying. Where the ball do round there, some man?
Morielli to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to get behind Kamar Toxie Lawrence. Ball is in to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking for Quintero. Now ball ricocheted Jamaica back out to Godoy. Godoy on the left. Quintero picks it up, looking for options. Ball inside. Picked up by Andre Blake. As the Panamanian players, what I'm seeing, Junior, is that they are moving off the ball. They're finding those little pockets of space and they're running into it. And it's a reflection of a team that's have a lot of minutes together. They're really finding those pockets of space. They don't need to look for each other to find where the ball is.
It's a team that is prepared. A poor goal kick there from and Jamaica is back under pressure. Now Panama has the ball in their half. Jamaica seems shell-shocked right now.
Cass really caught the number 8 in midfield, intercepted that ball from Andre Blake. It seems like Jamaica has this idea of just trying to long ball it to Antonio when there's no build-up play to kind of take possession, massage the ball, pass ball. Ball is back. Jamaica now putting some pressure. Wes Harding rolls out off the Panamanian player. Throw to Jamaica. Ravel took the throw. Short pass. I think Ravel is having a little bit of issue with the turf at the National Stadium. As he passed that one to the Pinnock.
Here's Panama again breaking away. Referee calls play on.
Casarilka finding room at the base of that Panamanian defense. Number 8, Casarilka, the no fear brother. He's always free. Finding Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to get the ball into the box, but ricocheted and out for a goal kick to Jamaica. Why, lively up yourself, Reggae Boys fans. Lively up yourself. 17 minutes into the first half. Panama 1, Jamaica 0. CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. Road to Qatar. Jamaica turned the ball over. Now the ball is with Toxie Lawrence. He's getting a lot of pressure from Rodriguez. Out for a throw to Jamaica.
I see a lot of gesticulation by the Jamaican players. They are talking to each other, seemingly trying to figure out where the positioning should be, while Panama is very comfortable on the field.
Yeah, so it seems like what Panama is doing, they're squeezing the Jamaican position. They're squeezing them, Ball looking for Antonio. Antonio in with a chase, but it was way out of reach. Goalkeeper Mejia is quickly out of goal to clear it for a throw.
King City FX asking road to where?
Road to Qatar. What we say? Qatar by bus or train or plane. Our boat.
Full and joke aside, Jamaica is very left side dominant right now. Corey Burke is serving no purpose on the field. They are not attacking down the right side at all. But here's Jamaica with maintaining possession in Panama half.
Lawrence to Pinnock. We're in the back into the Jamaican half. Pinnock sends all the way back to Andre Blake. Back to who sends it to Moore. Moore has Wes Harden as an option. Finds Harden. Harden gets a bit of pressure from Quintero. Ricochet off Quintero out for a throw. Throw it to Jamaica inside the Jamaican half. Harden with the throw. Looking for options. Long ball to Mikel Antonio. He's behind the Panamanian defense. He's got Andrade running at him. He looks to play it inside, but Casrilka intercept. Casrilka is definitely always covering box to box, Junior.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but Corey Burke need a sub.
The match just started, family, at 19 minutes in the game.
Well, Jamaica need to win, and Corey Burke needs a sub.
Casrilka, the number 8 holding midfield and center midfielder for Panama, is dictating the play.
Yes.
He's getting the ball. He's dictating. He's having options. He's dropping deep, giving his defenders an option. Escobar looks for Quintero. Long ball, too. We had Quintero run and it looked like him dropping on a pothole on the field.
Albert J saying, same issue I see from Gold Cup. We don't pass the ball properly. We don't play short passes. Where did all this long ball play come from?
Fritz because we have a bunch of English. Coach Tapper with more deep in thought. Jamaica 0, Panama 1. Come on, family. Accelerate the play. We have to move the ball. Ball is sitting around at the box. Harden to Blake. Blake to Moore. Now Moore is jumping up, trying to gesticulate to somebody to show for an option. It's imperative that these players don't get frustrated. Pinnock pushing forward, now driving, looking, but it's blocked by Barcinas. Throw into Jamaica. Taxi Lawrence. Close to midfield. Tapper pointing to somebody also to go around. I will point to Junior. Corey Burke.
Yeah, Pops is saying, don't worry, guys. We will win 3-1. Here's Kemar. And look at Corey Burke, wide open on the right, and they're finally trying to get him the ball.
Yes.
But Corey Burke is constantly open on the right, but Jamaica refuses to go down the right side. But here's Morrison again with the ball. Looking for options. Mikel Antonio coming short. And kicking the ball wide.
This is not the West Ham turf.
Yeah, this is what I was afraid of.
Long ball looking for who was that to? And of course, Panama let the ball run out for a throw. Panama's taking his time.
Of all those who are wondering why we are acting like this, when we're talking, the game is playing the way how we sound, people. Panama is dominating possession. They look like a team while Jamaica is still trying to figure it out.
1-0 for Panama. 22nd minute. 21st minute going on to the 22nd. Throw into Panama.
7V Play says, don't blame English. We are all Jamaican. King City said, Tapper needs to go. There's no idea in the team, reminding me of Arsenal.
Yeah, I get the Arsenal vibes, you know. Who said that? Rat Nation or Steady Nation said that recently. Jamaica gave him an Arsenal vibes and went thief that one. Andrade and Escobar in the box. Mejia look for a long ball, but out for a throw to the Reggae Boys. Midfield, Kamar Lawrence getting ready to restart play. Sends it to Kamar Roof. Kamar Roof quickly under pressure from Godoy. Kamar then looking for Corey Ride White. Corey is now into the box. Has option. Taking out. Free kick to the Reggae Boys on the right side.
Boy, that looked like a penalty. It could have been a penalty. Very fortunate.
It was very close.
Panama
on the
players
right
are
side.
very fortunate. This could have been a penalty to Jamaica out of nothing.
Foul happened outside the box.
His left foot was in the box, but his right foot was kicked and his right foot was out. He being Corey Burke, but Jamaica has a free kick 19 yards away from goal on the goal line. I think Jamaica needs to start spreading the ball around, though. We are too left side dominant. Panama, we're pretty much very predictable so far.
But Junior, Panama is not. Panama already got what they wanted, right? They got one goal, so they're not in any hurry to do anything. I mean, they already have a lead. It's incumbent on Jamaica to come at them and score now.
Right.
So, and we don't know, it's World Cup qualifiers. Once them score up on the road, it's no big deal if they try to force nobody to attack again. Daniel Johnson standing over the free kick for the Reggae Boys. Right side of the Panama 18, close to the touchline. And not touchline. Reggae Boys, Ethan Pinner looking for option, trying to make space. Ravel Morrison moving around. That's a grounder into the box. Looking for somebody to get onto the end of it. It's cleared by Panama out to Harden. Harden sending it long back into the box, and Mejia caught it. And of course, Mejia just throws himself to the ground. Panama 1, Jamaica 0.
Don Taro, you can go to hesgoal.com, HESGOAL.com to watch the game live. You can also watch it on Telemundo, Paramount Plus if you're in the United States.
Reggae Boys, we want a goal. Come on. We need a goal. Come on. We need a goal. Need a goal.
Lennox Brown saying Walker should be on the pitch.
Lamar Walker.
Yeah. El Pistolero is saying Panama pressing Jamaica every chance they get, and that's true.
Yeah, and what they're doing, they're also limiting the space, right? So they squeeze Jamaica when Jamaica has the ball in their half and forcing the turnover or force them to go long. And is that something that we saw against Mexico, where they try to, force Jamaica to go long, or something we saw in the Gold Cup? Now Panama looking to go long to try to find Rodriguez. Kemar Lawrence is at the end, headed it back to Andre Blake. Still 1-0 Panama. And even though Jamaica is down 1-0, I am not feeling too bad here. I don't know. I expect Jamaica to come back. How are you feeling, Julia?
Jamaica need to take off Corey Burke and balance the attack. Right now, we'll see. We'll talk about halftime.
So are you concerned already?
Of course I'm concerned. But here's Corey Burke winning the ball on the right wing.
Come on, guys. Corey Burke tried to find Kemar Roof. The ball wasn't in. They didn't read the play. Not on the same page. Corey shrugging his shoulder, showing his hands. Seems a bit of frustration setting in there in some of the Reggae Boys.
Frustration is setting in here, so too, because this is craziness. But here's Panama with the ball, playing the ball in the back, looking extremely comfortable, looking like the home team here.
Big up to all the family watching us. And remember to subscribe to the platform that you're watching. Also subscribe to Ball Chat YouTube page, because we have wall-to-wall coverage of football, Reggae Boys, EPL, La Liga every Sunday at 5 Eastern Standard Time.
And all the Jamaicans, keep the faith, keep the faith, keep the faith. Running down 1-0, 28 minutes gone in the first half. It's not looking good. We need to make some changes, but keep the faith, people, keep the faith.
Also, smash the like button, family. Long ball over to Mikel Antonio, headed out by Andretti. Andretti is really busy, very, very busy in the back line. Of course, he's a goal scorer. Ball is in the box for Mejia. Mejia now picks it up, sends it to Davis. Davis on the left side. Long ball for Panama, looking for Barcinas. Shielded off by Pinnock, and Pinnock rolls it back to Blake, who sends it long, headed back by Andretti. Daniel Johnson picks it up in midfield. Daniel Johnson to the right, to the left side, finds Kemar Taxi Lawrence. Castelika is with him. And then Rodriguez helped Castelika, and it's out for a throw into the Reggae Boys inside the Panamanian half. Lawrence, Johnson, Jamaica trying to get a bit of position. Bobby Reed. I didn't remember I said Bobby Reed. I played to Rastafari. Sends it back to Moore. Johnson now getting a bit of position. Looking for a long ball headed out by Andretti. Or Escobar beat Andretti that one. Now Panama trying to get going. Harden back. Plays it all the way back to Andre Blake. Reggae Boys 0, Panama 1. 28 minutes of playing. Ball is with Liam Moore. Junior, need a goal, family.
I soon go for the brown buckle.
We need a goal, family. We need a goal.
Soon go for the brown buckle.
Long ball. Andre Blake hit it on by Corberg. Kemar Roof in, putting some pressure on Escobar, but Escobar was able to get the ball out. Now Corberg is really
why is Kemar Roof the highest attacker? And Mikel Antonio seems to be playing midfield right now. Why?
Ball ricocheted off Eric Davis and took a favorable bounce for the Reggae Boys. Pinnock inside the Jamaican half. Daniel Johnson twisting and turning. Sends it to Moore on the right side of the defense. Ravel came back, picks it up inside the Jamaican half. Then Ravel sends it back to Pinnock. Pinnock to Johnson. Coach Tapper Whitmore standing on the sideline with his arms folded. Kemar Lawrence fouled by Morelli as he tried to send one to Mikel Antonio.
All right, Albert saying that Antonio not getting a service, so he's coming deeper to assist the midfield. Listen, Albert. If I was Antonio, I would tell Kemar Roof to go deeper and assist the midfield. That's what I would do.
Daniel Johnson
I just think there's a lot of organization.
Daniel Johnson standing over the kick. The free kick for the Reggae Boys. Just inside to the left side, inside the Panamanian half. Long ball into the box. Lawrence had Antonio would have headed down. He's asking the referee a question. Looks like the ball hit that arm there.
But the VAR. Referee called a foul.
A referee called a foul. Of course, there's no VAR being utilized in CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers.
But here's a foul kick to Panama.
So that's a foul, Junior. What? He pushed the brother?
He pushed off. That's what the ref is interpreting that as a push off.
Well, whereas Antonio was asking for a handball.
Yeah.
Long ball behind Kamar Taxon Lawrence, headed over by Rodriguez, looking for Blackburn, and Pinnock was quick to clear it out.
Well, I need to get the brown buckle.
The Panamanian players are definitely moving. They're moving around. Blackburn is moving to the right. He's coming into Rodriguez's space, sometimes on the right. Quintero comes into the middle sometimes. Throwing to Panama. Morelio. Out.
And Bobby Reed cannot control the ball. You have to control the ball, Bobby Reed. Control the ball.
Out of Bobby Reed for a throw to Panama. Now the ball is back in play. Godoy getting a bit of pressure from Ravel Morrison, ricocheted all the way to Andretti. Now Antonio trying to put some pressure on Mejia. Mejia send it long, and Liam Moore headed back to Andre Blake.
And El Pistolero is 100% right. El Pistolero is saying, we are trying to press, but it's not organized. And that's 100% accurate.
Harden looking for Mikel Antonio. Controls well. Definite. Mikel Antonio trying to get a bit of turn over. Too heavy a touch, and the ball is running out for a goal kick.
Big up to Damian Rose. Damian Rose, that's why we are here. We cannot show the game live, but we definitely try to provide some form of live commentary to all the listeners out there. For all those who are tired of the biased commentary, that's what we provide here on Ball Chat. So hopefully we are providing a service that everybody can appreciate as we, as a collective, try to bring Jamaica forward.
Ball is into Barcenas. Barcenas looking for option. Finds Castorilla. Now to Rodriguez. Finds Morelio. Oh, Panama is definitely looking to pass their football. Looking to find Quintero now, who ended up on the right there too far. And a foul is called against Panama.
33 minutes gone in the first half. I think the first half is going extremely quickly.
Yeah, and historically, Panama has always played Jamaica pretty competitively at the national stadium, right, Junior?
Yeah, because, I mean, we cannot use weather as our advantage. So Panama is just used to it, and it's an empty stadium. So, yeah.
Panama into the Jamaican half. Quintero looking to pick it up, asking for a foul. He didn't get it. Corey Burke finds Bobby Reed. Welcome to the game, Bobby Reed. Daniel Johnson finds Bobby Reed. Back to Johnson. Don't run with him. Give him an option now. Kamar Lawrence, bad pass. Godoy picked it up, and he's fouled by Corey Burke. Kamar, come on. All right, family, we passed the ball to Daniel Johnson a while ago, and we run left him. We don't give him a good option. We ran behind the Panamanian players, and what the Panamanian players are doing are sealing off those passing lane. Not making it easy. Reggae Boys has to move, has to come to the ball. Eric Davis pushing up into the Jamaican half. He sends it back to Andretti. No, his defensive partner, Escobar, on the right. Escobar, needle pass through to Rodriguez. Now Rodriguez then cuts it on the other side to Eric Davis. Davis trying to send one long into the box. Headed by Pinnock, but picked up by Rodriguez inside Jamaican half. Shot. Inside the Jamaican box. A shot saved by Andre Blake. Blackburn is pressuring Andre Blake, standing close to him to prevent a quick release.
Albert is saying the only successful pass Kemar makes is a back pass.
I think that's an accurate
Papi did say that Jamaica was going to score in the 35th minute. Papi, you have 30 seconds.
Casweka sends it right to Escobar. Escobar now stepping over into the Jamaican half. Finds Morelia. Morelia pushing at Kamara Lawrence. Now he finds Rodriguez and Pinnock quickly across to get away from Rodriguez. But Rodriguez, finicky player, forcing Pinnock to do some work and get the ball upfield again. Now Blackburn, styling. Ball into the box. 2 Panamanian players free at the back post. Blackburn with an Junior. 2 Panamanian players on mark at the box and couldn't get it into goal.
Unmarked, wide open header. It should have been 2-0 Panama.
Yeah,
thankfully.
Both Barcenas and Blackburn at the back post. Easy header. West Hardin had 2 players with him. Murillo still have it for Panama. Panama's dominant in this game so far. Andretti. Now to Eric Davis. Eric Davis moving across the halfway line. Jamaica needs something. Something needs to change. What would you do here, family? Other than take off Corey Burke.
That would be my first thing will be taking off Corey Burke. Definitely.
Long ball by Maia. Looking for Blackburn. It's free kick to the Reggae Boys. Looking for Quintero, and it's a free kick to the Reggae Boys. Leon Moore looking for Corey Burke. Oh, come on, guys. Corey Burke, just like Kimaroof earlier, let the Panamanian player cut in front of him and take the ball. Panama now into the Jamaican half. Rodriguez going at Jamaican goal, looking for option. Finds Quintero, and Quintero is pretty upset with a pass. Bad pass by Rodriguez. Ravel picked it up. Finds Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio has 2 around him. Looking for a pass blocked by Escobar. Out for a throw to the Reggae Boys. Tapa Whitmore, a little bit exacerbated on the offline. Very upset with what's going on. Kaslika picking it up for Panama. Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed to Taxi Lawrence. Now Bobby Reed still with the play. Now he sends it back to Andre Blake. Andre Blake in too much of a hurry and overkicked the ball out for a throw to Panama. Yo, calm down, family. Calm down. And now it seems like we need some leadership, somebody to coordinate, somebody to kind of organize the troops on the field. There's a lot of finger pointing. but it's not effective in terms of direction, in terms of effectiveness in actually having any change or impact on the game, as the Panamanian players are moving seamlessly in and out. Eric Davis down the left side of Jamaica, shot and goal! 2-0 Panama. Eric Davis down the left side, down the left, a sumptuous cross. Blackburn with the header. Nothing Andre Blake could have done about that. Straight into the goal. Junior, you all right? Football family. Saigo. Panama 2, the Reggae Boys 0. Wes Harding way out of position. Eric Davis, very good cross. Over Liam Moore. Blackburn running in. Clean header. Straight into the back of the goal. No offside, no questions.
Yo, Wes Harding, what the hell are you doing, Wes Harding? No, I am a Manchester United fan. I'm not going to have any rant. I'm not going to have a rant. But I'm a Manchester United fan. And I remembered LVG saying Chris Smalling was one of the dumbest defenders he has ever seen play football. Well, LVG, I see Chris Smalling and I raise you, this either to have a play right back. What the hell, man? How you played right back?
Got caught high. Ay. Rolando Blackburn with the second goal for Panama and Jamaica. Now restart play, ball sent long to Mikel Antonio. Panama passing the game. Caswica in the midfield again, giving Panama an option. Definitely dictating the play. Kadoy, the captain, coming deep. Guy.
You played right back. Your only job is no cross coming from the left wing. How the hell? Yo, I'll be right back.
Junior is about to go get the brown buckle. Mahia with the ball in the box for Panama. Panama 2, the Reggae Boys 0. Football family. This is a tough one, but Panama is boss in this game. Blackburn come deep, picks it up. 48th minute of play. Andretti looking for options. Finds Morelio. Panama just passing it around. Morelio looking for, intercepted by Eric. Jamaica cannot maintain the ball. Kamar Taxalar intercepted. And Panama quickly recovered. Now ball is back to Panama, back with Panama. Andretti in the box. And Eric Davis playing it around in the back. Mejia stepping out of his box. Sends it to Morelio. Morelio on the left side. Now, what a dummy from Rodriguez as he goes through the legs of Kamar Taxa-Lawrence. Quintero pulls it back. No rush from Quintero. He finds Caslia now to Godoy. Godoy to Quintero. Quintero to Caslia. Caslia is now over to Andretti. Andretti pushes it to Barcinas. Barcinas. Back to Quintero on the left side. Quintero now has Harding out to him. Quintero looking for option. Too short. Left it short for Eric Davis. Corey Burke intercepted. Trying to get a throw. But
the number 9 is reserved for a general. If you can't control the ball, you're not for wear number 9 on the football field, man. Take off Corey Burke and just take them off. Take off the whole right side of Jamaica team, man.
Junior has found the brown buckle.
Yo, Benton, you can't see it, but people suppose can see it. I have the brown buckle right here, the estate, and I also have this one, the Any. So, we'll so pull one of them. Because this is crazy, madness.
Caslia into Morelio. Morelio now going to the Jamaican half. Squeezed off by Caslia. Daniel Johnson, referee, then called a foul previously and Ravel Morrison. Try to play advantage. Yeah, Junior. This Panama has definitely playing.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to say, I told you so. Me tell everybody this. Me tell you this. Me say, look, Mexico. I could have swear I said it. I would have preferred to see the team that played against Mexico play today. Personally. But no, it's foolishness, man.
Football family, we're at the 44th minute. Get ready to come on and halftime and get your thoughts in, football family. Match day 2 of 14 CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. Top 3 goes to Qatar. Number 4 ranked, the number 4 finished team will head off to intercontinental playoff. Caslia in the back for Panama, knocking it around, looking for options. Finds Escobar. Escobar, long ball over the top, looking for Blackburn, who was in an offside position. Free kick to the Reggae Boys. They have to get going. They have to at least come back and tie this game. Have to.
Yo, the video told man them can't fire something over the stadium and the game get blew off.
And that's one of the caveats here with this empty stadium. You know, when you're playing in an empty stadium, this is very beneficial to Panama because ultimately, I mean, Panama don't have to worry about the pressures of fans and etc. So, but the Panamanian team looks comfortable. I can't take nothing from them. They look comfortable, but like you said, Junior, this is indicative of a team that's been playing together as opposed to Jamaica, which, you know.
But every week I've been saying this coming up to the World Cup campaign. I've been telling you guys this. You can't put a team together 3 days before a game and then expect them to come play in a World Cup qualification. It's disrespectful to CONCACAF, man. Yo, them man need for fly back coach and go back on the yard tomorrow, man.
1 minute of stoppage time will be added on. Reggae Boys 0, Panama 2. Barcenas. Ball is out for a throw. Coming up at 7 p.m. in other World Cup qualifiers in CONCACAF, you have Mexico versus Costa Rica. Canada versus US at 8 p.m. and Honduras versus El Salvador.
And watch Jamaica play better against Costa Rica. Watch. Because the UB40s can't play. Watch.
Football family. El Salvador versus Honduras. Mexico versus Costa Rica coming up at 7 p.m. We'll go ahead and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go ahead and give you updates on those games as it will kick off in 2 minutes. Halftime as the referee blows the stoppage. Halftime. Reggae Boy 0, Panama 2.
All right, people. Hold on, Menton. Hold on. I'm going to put it up there. All right? The Zoom link is now up. All right? Menton, I want to tell you, drink Roman orange juice.
Yo, I know you're alone for your drink something, you know.
I'm about to pull the Eddie bottle. I mean, all right. So the Zoom link is now up, people. Call in. I'm begging you guys, please. No profanity. We all angry. I'm under some juice, just like most people right now. But no profanity, all right? And it's not over. It's 2-0, end of the first half. The question is, what do we need to do better? Go ahead, Benton.
I to be honest with you, Junior, I don't know. I think first and foremost, I'm just gonna throw some things out here. At least get some ball possession. As is quite probably evident by the data, is that Panama is really bossing the game. They have control of the ball. And like Pep Guardiola said, when you have the ball, you can do more things. You can score more goals. And Jamaica need possession of this football, and thus subsequently will slow Panama's aggression down. So first things first, we have to get possession of the ball. How do we go about doing that? Maybe add some more beefs to the midfield. Maybe put on a Speedy Williams to give something to this midfield. In addition, maybe get a Corey Burke off, or maybe Kemar Roof. Maybe take off a Kemar Roof and put Speedy Williams in the midfield and just go straight up 4-4-2. There are so many subs that you could, but we need to get possession of the ball. Maybe take Ravel out of this deep line role and move him further up. we need possession of the ball.
All right. So, people, the Zoom link is up. Jamaica is down 2-0. See, El Pistolero is trying to connect right now. I really hope El Pistolero, are you there? I think that you're still trying to connect to audio, my boss. Keep trying to connect to audio. When you forward on, just sound out El Pistolero. I see you connected to audio. There you go. El Pistolero.
Yo.
All right. I don't think you want to curse bad words, so not for worry. But
No, you got that right.
this might be the closest you'll ever get to cursing bad word, right?
No, man, no, I wouldn't.
All right, so
No.
what talk to it, El Pistolero. Talk to it.
Well, because the thing is, I tend to watch football not just as a fan, but as also a coach, because I tend to analyze the game because I coach. So analyzing the game, I'm probably surprised to know that Jamaica is still playing long ball. I mean, I understand why you play long ball versus Mexico. Better opponent, they're at home. You get what I mean? Good technical players. So I understand you'll play long ball because you're trying to avoid the press. No, you're at home. And I'm expecting that you'll probably take control of the game, playing your short passes because you have now a bunch of English-based players who are very technical, and we have seen some of them in other games. Now, for us to play long ball, to Mikel Antonio, to head on to whom I don't see who they're heading on to, and so far, like the midfield is so far away from him. So even if he head the ball onto somebody, there's nobody to pick it up. There's nobody to pick up second balls. And that is the problem Jamaica is having. There's so much space in between the lines when Jamaica are playing. And Panama doing such a good job pressing us. They compact the middle, stifle us, because as you can see, the guy named Johnson has no pass. And then what they do is they press the receiver off the ball instead of the passer. They leave the passer to play. Once Jamaica is in their own half, leave the passer to have it. But the guy who's going to receive it, that's the guy they press. And really and truly, they suffocate our right side, the right back and the left back for Jamaica. Because Lawrence and Harding have no passes. They cannot make pass because they get pressed so quickly. Now, Jamaica already surrendered the width of the pitch to Panama. And that's why you see so many crosses and so many balls coming in from those sides of the pitch. But it's either they change personnel or you're going to change shape. But they cannot come out the same way in the second half.
All right, so if you were Tupper, what's the first thing that you will do? What's the first change that you make?
The guy named Burke, I see him as a forward. I was surprised that he's playing actually midfield. So, really and truly, I need to get another midfield in. I would probably take Burke out, but I wouldn't start with Harding as a right back. I tell you the truth. So, I would probably have another right back there. They need a guy who will defend 1v1, and that is not happening with West Harding. So, I need another midfielder. Burke, I would take Burke because he's a forward. For me, he's a forward. So I need a midfielder who's going to compact and close the width. Because he's not helping Harding either. Because you should not have a 1v1 with your right back or your left back. Always have one more player than the opponent. So if you have 1v1, make it a 2v1 in your favor. But Jamaica is not doing that.
Father Paul Life says, Tupper need to go. Ricardo Perry said first change should be the coach. Come on. You there, bot?
Yeah, man, me there here.
Yeah,
Great, come on.
All right. How are you?
I'm fine, eh?
Hey, look here. Are we disappointed or are we disappointed? I mean, what is going on? Is it worse than what we saw in Mexico? It looked like 11 strangers on the pitch.
It is.
But why are we surprised? I come on. I'm going to say, I told you so. I'm going to say it. But hey, I left.
All right. This is the thing. So we understand that we have maybe one of the best teams on paper. We understand that, and we were hoping that it would translate on the pitch. Because let us face it, you have a Ravel, you have an Antonio who is in the best shape or the best form in life. So we're instantly thinking a connection. Best great midfielder to a great forward equals goals, right? And we're thinking that we shored up the back line. We have a Daniel James. But listen, Pinnock isn't doing a good job. Kamar Roof was at fault for the first goal. And I think he's sloppy and a little bit too casual. So I just don't know what the changes will be. Listen, as the Liverpool fans say, Damian Lowe should not have been left out of the squad. I understand that you want to rest him for Costa Rica, but these are vital points, and every game actually counts. So I think we're missing key players, and I hear the commentator bawling about taking out an English Premier League baller and bawling for bringing Speedy, who is a USL baller. So that's how bad it is. And the thing is this, to Panama not playing no portion of ball. It's just that we have been the second best team on the pitch right now.
No, come on, I'm gonna push back on that. Panama are play some breed of
They are
football.
playing good.
Panama is playing a game where you can see the players know exactly where each other are. They're maintaining their shape while changing position. It's very impressive. Jamaica is standing up, pointing around like, yo, you're supposed to have it.
But now, cut you. Remember earlier what I said to Ultimate Butler? Remember what we talked about, the continuity? Remember we talked about this?
Right.
And I said to you, there are players on this national team that I have seen played U17,
right.
U20, U23, and come up. It's just like when you say Barcelona play and they know exactly where Messi is.
Right.
It's the same thing with Panama. And we are going to have the same problems if we bring 11 strangers all the time, 2 days before a major competition to play. This is what we're going to have. So yes, I apologize for saying that Panama is not playing great football or whatever, but to me, I think we should be playing great football or better football because we have the players. Mm-hmm.
I think the question I think we need to ask two important questions is one, who picked the team? Because bear in mind the head coach wasn't there. Yeah. And second, in terms of training, how many training time did the head coach have with the team? Because it is showing that he had maybe had no time with them. Yeah. And maybe look as if he didn't pick the team because he had no time with them. And you need time when you're dealing with new players.
Yeah, but if you know Tapa Whitmore, you know that this is Tapa's team. And Paul Hall might make suggestions, but Tapa chose his squad. And look at it too. But look at it. But we know this, you know. You can't have these players pledge to play for Jamaica. Remember, them play overseas. I remember Jamaica's ball about USL players and local players not good enough. You did think that Tapa would have played him local player them a Speedy, a Flemings, a McGee, or whoever over these English players? It would never. That never happen. Someone said Corey Burke must be Ronaldo in training. How can you have Shamar Nicholson, who scored against Mexico, who put in a shift when he plays, not up top with Antonio?
Yeah, so let's bring in Fitzmurray. Fitzmurray, what going on, General?
Yeah, can you hear me, gentlemen?
Yes, can hear you. What's of a lady? Come on, what's of a lady on the line? Come on.
Aye.
Go ahead, Fitzmurray.
Yeah, we have to rest Shamar because remember I said Mexico with the real fight here when we are stressed on him. You know? So if you have Costa Rica coming up, we have to rest Shamar. You can't bring him on in the second half. We can't make him start after Mexico game.
All right, so by that logic there, wouldn't it have been better to start Shamar knowing that Shamar is a better player, knowing that you can't get 90 minutes out of him? You know that will be your first sub. Wouldn't that be a better call?
No, I think they put him on in the second half when he's a little more rested and Panama a little tired.
But then Panama is up 2-0.
But also our players are going to be tired as well. And so they're not going to put in the shift that Shamar might need to get maximum results. So remember, we need Corey Burke as well, you know, when it comes to Costa Rica. But I'm saying this is a vital game. Listen, even when we get 3 points, even for Costa Rica, and we get a 1 point, okay, fine. But this game, we can't afford to get 0. This is a very important game. So the team selection, I mean, not the team selection, because trust me, the 11 is fire on paper.
On paper.
Yes, it's fire on paper, but how they're playing is Mr. Ravel out there argue with man. Kemar Roof out there, him lose the ball, and he looked as if he played versus Mexico. The way how he looked tired. Pinnock is around the map. Pinnock look as if he does not know where the players. I mean, he's not watching the runners.
So let me ask you this. So
go ahead.
Fitzmurray, so I asked El Pistolier what is his change. Fitzmurray, what will be your change? Would you make any changes coming out at halftime, or what would you do if you were top up?
Well, I don't think I would change to a 4-5-1 and leave one man up there and try get more control and make. That's the only thing I do right now.
So do you, and this is a question to everybody, come on, Fitzmurray, El Pistolero, and real quick, do you guys see Jamaica turning this around? Do you think, we know we have the talent, but overall, do you think Jamaica has what it takes to turn around this 2-0 lead?
All right.
I think so.
Ahead,
I think so. Bring on Junior Flemings. Bring on Shamar. Who would I change? I'm so afraid of Alvas. I mean, like I don't even think. Well, Alvas the left one for the pick. No, Alvas the pan it. I don't really want Alvas, but I think a Fleming and I think a Shamar will put life into this game. I think they're familiar with each other. And I do think we need that extra spark because there's no spark. There really is no spark.
Come on, you said Fleming and Shamar for who?
I would take off Corey Burke. I don't know that switch thing there for.
Kemar Roof? You would not take off Roof?
Yeah, yes, I'll take off Roof and I'll take off Corey Burke.
All right. So El Pistolero, what about you? What would you do?
For me, Roof is a forward. So I was surprised when I see him back in midfield giving away a ball. But I believe Roof definitely would have to come. I need a midfielder though. I need a holding midfielder who is going to make some tackles. But I'll take Roof and also Burke, as I said before. I'll take those two out. I'll change the shape, 4-2-3-1. But in terms of pressing, because pressing is not helping us because there's only one person pressing. So we're just playing in our own half and then use a counter attack because Mikel Antonio is really fast. So we could always use him and bring in Shamar into the game. Both have pace. So you could always go a 4-2-3-1. And when we're defending, we turn into a 4-4-2 with Shamar and the forward in Mikel Antonio.
All right.
And use those guys as counter attacks.
All right, so Fitzmurray, what about you? Yeah, I think you go to a 4-5-1. What would be your subs, if any?
I want to put on Fleming and take off Roof. And as I said, Temson, Brentford, Pinnock. Three at the back he plays at Brentford.
Yeah.
So you don't think we can go 5 in the middle and 3 at the back? They will be more comfortable.
Have they played it before though?
Yeah, second half is kicking off in our family. Kicking off now. Yeah, so we could resume. Bless up yourself. We could resume after the second half. Need 2 goals, family. We need 2 goals, right?
No, we need 3.
We need so we fall back in the second half, see?
Ball Junior. Ball is with Kemar Roof. No changes seems to have made by Coach Tapper Whitmore in the second half. It seems like he has switched. Christ. What is that? He went through a back 3? No, he didn't switch. Kemar Taxa-Lawrence pushed up.
No, there was a sub.
There was a sub.
Look like it. Let me tell you.
Let's see. We'll check it here and get it for you if there was a sub. Mikel Antonio.
I think Devon Speedy Williams is on.
Yes, Speedy Williams is on, so he's made an adjustment into the midfield. Daniel Johnson is also still on. Ravel Morrison, I don't see Ravel. Ball across the box. I think Ravel Morrison is off, and Speedy Williams is on, Junior.
Yeah.
The coach, what is that? The coach decided to take off the star ball so quickly. Sub for Jamaica, Ravel Morrison is off. So we confirmed that, right?
Yeah.
And Devon Speedy Williams in. Yep, and we're just confirming now. Morrison is off, and he looked a bit slow in that game. He looked a bit slow.
2 minutes gone in the second half.
2-0. Kemar Roof is still on. 2-0 to Panama. Reggae boys, we need a goal. And the quicker we get one. Also, another change, Cordova Reed is off and Junior Flemings is on. So 2 changes made by Coach Tapper Whitmore at halftime. So Cordova Reed and Ravel Morrison both subbed at halftime on Devon Speedy Williams and Junior Flemings. And I mean, to give him credit, he did show the urgency by making the decisions at the halftime, right, Junior? The coach, Tapper Whitmore, that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my NEC back up.
Also sub for Panama. Panama made also a sub. Blackburn, one of their goal scorers, is off. Blackburn is off for Panama, and he was replaced by. I'll tell you in a second here. Blackburn was replaced by Waterman, Cecilio Waterman. And now Panama is looking to, play on the counter. Godoy finds Barcenas. Barcenas then finds Davis. Davis sends back to Andrade to Mejia. Mejia to Andrade. Andrade sends it over looking for Davis. Davis, ball ricochet, turns over to the Reggae Boys. Now to Junior Fleming. Yeah, throw into the Reggae Boys. Hardin is quick to take the throw to get the play restarted to Williams. Williams gave him an option. Turned over by Hardin. All right. So, Junior, I'm one who's very critical of Alvarez Powell and this right back position. Your thoughts on Hardin playing in this position from what you've seen? 50 minutes of him so far.
He's a bug.
Stuff for her, brother. Can you elaborate?
He's a worthless bug.
Stuff for ball into the Jamaican half. Kamar Taxi Lawrence looking for Kemar Roof. Kemar Roof looked like he wants some more cornmeal porridge. He's just getting a bit pushed off a little bit too easily. Daniel Johnson looking for a quick play, finds Junior Flemings. We try to miscontrol ball out for a throw to Panama.
Yo, who used to wear number 2 for Jamaica? I know Dean Sewell wore number 2 for a while. As right back. Didn't
that was a hated number 2. No man want to play number 2, brother.
Didn't Shotty Malcolm wear number 2?
I take your word for it, Junior. I can't remember much from now. I think Shotty did probably wore number 2, yeah.
Shotty roll them grave right now,
man. So weird. So Kamar Roof is still on the field, but Shamar Nicholson probably needs to get on the field, right? Right, Junior?
That should have been the first sub. You take off Corey Burke, put on Shamar Nicholson, and tell Roof to go back and play midfield. You're a midfielder, you're not a striker.
Roof looking, but he cannot hold up. Turns it over in the middle of the field again. Ball outside. Aye.
Roof lost the ball again, and
he's getting pushed off of it. I mean, like I said, World Cup qualifiers is not tight.
See, Anthony Bailey confirmed Shotty Malcolm did wear number 2. Malcolm roll them grave, man. Whitmore, you disrespect the man number, man.
Here comes Panama. Panama moving inside. Rodriguez. Heavy touch by Waterman. Waterman then sends it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez now over on the left side. Junior Fleming with him.
Why is Junior Fleming coming back and watching the left winger, and Harding is playing inside like he's a center back.
Devon Speedy Williams looking for a long ball over. Appealing for a handball by Mikel Antonio. Referee didn't call. Quintero dropping deep in midfield for Panama. Picks it up. Finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez finds Davis.
I'm watching Harding. Harding is walking.
Daniel Johnson with a turnover. Looking for an option. Finds Roof. Roof now to Antonio. Antonio looking on the outside inside the 18-yard box. Looking for a shot. He cannot get off. And handball. Handball on Antonio. Referee called a handball. But all right, that's exactly what Panama did on that first goal, or a couple of the goals, right?
I'm going to say
They
this.
press the ball in midfield, turn it over. Daniel Johnson did the same thing there, or foul call on Antonio as he grabbed Andretti in the box. What you thought about Antonio's control there on that pass by Kemaru?
What I thought about Antonio's control is Nicholson would have done better with that.
Look kind of Lukaku-ish.
Look kind of.
Junior Flemings over the top to Antonio. Shielded out by Andretti.
Justin,
by Escobar.
Big up Justin Brown. We're going to reopen the Zoom link at the end of the game.
We need Shamar Nicholson on the field. Come on, just cut out the foolishness. Let's take off. We need goals. Shamar Nicholson score. Let's take off. Corey Burke? Let's get Corey Burke off the field and put on Shamar Nicholson. We need to win this game or at least get that tie. Backside.
For all those waiting in the room, in the waiting room, we're going to have it back up at the end of the game.
Murillo into the Jamaican half. Murillo looking for Eric Davis, moving. Looking for Rodriguez. Rodriguez moving. Now Daniel Johnson in the middle field. Johnson finds Junior Fleming. Control on the right. Heavy touch or hard ball to control by Fleming, but sent out by Davis.
All right, this is where Jamaica need a sensible midfielder. Because in the first half, we were left side dominant. Now we're right side dominant. Here's Corey Burke on the left side. And Corey Burke just passed the ball to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper just politely hit the ball out for a corner. Corner kick to Jamaica. Looking threatening. And you know what? No disrespect to any of the players. Them. If we sound condescending or disrespectful to any of the players' families, I don't want to bad you up and feel like we have to defend them, all right? It's all love. But who want to man them the better, man? Here's Jamaica with a corner kick.
Corner kick. Johnson flips the ball inside. Header! Trying to find Pinnock and
Pinnock headed the ball right across the goal instead of into the goal.
And the ball is back to Andre Blake. Speedy Williams. I think Speedy Williams it should be one of the first names on Tapa's starting 11 whenever he's selecting a side and he's available and fit.
Albert saying these English players will also realize that CONCACAF is a different kind of playing.
Ball into the box. Junior Fleming. Bridging got to get the ball there, brother. Ball into back heel by Corey Burke. Junior Fleming's unable to get to it in the 18-yard box. Reggae Boys trying to get some foothold into this match. Down 2-0. Panama keeps it moving. Barcenas.
And big up Marco. Big up Marco. I want to tell Marco say he was correct. Marco predicted 2-0 Panama, and he's correct so far. So, Marco, we apologize.
Yes, all the man who this Marco need to go and sit down. And the woman who this Marco, go and sit down.
Big up Marco, Pratt, the boss.
Substitute being made by Panama.
Quintero is coming off.
And basically what Panama's coach, Danish coach of Panama, Christensen, is doing is pretty much trying to keep what he has. I mean, he's put on Stevens in to help to put some more pressure on these Jamaican players. Panama up 2-0.
OJ is saying, "On stop compare Antonio and Lukaku. Antonio a good baller. The man them want him play where him a play with no good. Okay.
Just an update on the US versus Canada the game. Gio Reyna has been diagnosed with a right hamstring strain and has been ruled out of the matches against Canada and Honduras. And Weston McKennie has not been included in today's squad following a violation of the team policy. Canada versus USA coming up at 8 p.m.
Yeah, what a business about that game, now, man.
Yeah, we have to keep an eye on all the other games, but we need this
what?
game definitely.
Keep eye on the games to what?
Yeah, I mean, ball inside the box. Stevens trying to get behind Harden. And we keep an eye on the game because we're updating the football fans on the score of the games.
Right now, Jamaica. Hey, right now, bring in Bertis Bell and St. George's and us play the rest of the qualifiers with St. George's side and other select ballers and then groom the youth them for next World Cup. That means sir.
Match day 2. We have 12 match days to go. This is a must-win game, but
there's no buts. After this other cigarette. If Jamaica don't win this game, it is dire straits.
That's yes. A good pressure by Corey Burke. Almost got there. Kemar Roof was late. Couldn't pick up the loose ball. And out for a throw to the Reggae Boys. Corey Burke putting on some pressure. Jamaica's trying. Tapa Whitmore took off his mask. Trying to get some instructions in. Harden. Looking for Burke. Burke dummies the roof. Jamaica not on the same page.
The man done me a ball will go straight to him in the 80. Yo, take off Corey Burke, man. Ciao. Tired of this now, man.
Stevens holding up play for Panama. Davis. Escobar. Barcenas turns, switches to the right side.
Jamaica made 2 substitutions and the game hasn't changed.
Panama now taking back control. Looking for a long ball behind the Jamaican defense. Behind Stevens. Big one-on-one and Harden lays it off. Shot! And picked up by Andre Blake. Team effort in the end, but you saw the objective. Get behind Wes Harden and get in on goal. Seems like Christensen and Panama definitely identify going at Harden in the second half, Junior.
You know, right now, we want to say Harden get a salad. We want to see a brother bust him salad this man.
Speedy Williams was back there to prevent, to kind of, make it a more difficult effort for the Panamanian player. Panama in possession again. Godoy and Casillas. Godoy and Casillas in that midfield has been huge for Panama. They've been running things, pulling the strings, breaking up tackles. Casillas, the no-fear brother, number 8. Casillas and Godoy, the captain, very calm in the position.
What's it?
Casillas. Panama in control in Jamaica's half. Barcenas.
Go and clear my sinus with the Appleton.
Ball is back to Andretti. Andretti pushed into the Jamaican half. Stevens dribbling at Moore. Now he sends it right to Davis. Or to Murlia. Murlia looking for a cross into the box. No one is there. Junior Fleming recovers all the way back on the right side of Jamaican 18-yard box. Sends it to Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio back to Flemings. Flemings to Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson lays it to Wes Harden. Harden to Speedy Williams. Speedy Williams in his half. Turns. Sends it left to Kemar. Talks to Lawrence. Lawrence slows it down. Sends it to Pinnock.
Yo, you see the police up in the stands a while ago shake him head?
Ball to Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio plays it to Junior Fleming. Junior Fleming looking too late to find Kemar Roof. Kemar Roof trying to find, can't take control of it. Cleared out by Escobar. controlled by Pinnock. Pinnock looking very composed in defense for sure.
Why is Kemar Roof and Corey Burke still on the field? This makes no sense.
Of course, it's a reminder, football family teams in World Cup qualifying, CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers can make 5 substitutions. Speedy Williams finds Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson has Casillas on him. Turns. Finds Harden to Flemings. Picked off by Davis. Speedy Williams. Can't get to it. A Panamanian plays down. Stevens is down. Panamanian players took a knock to the head. He seems to need some
OJ asked it if the rum sweeter than the match. I will tell you something, OJ.
Junior, you're breaking up, family.
I'm not breaking up. I'm testing the rum. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The ball it's a Waterman, Yanis, and Stevens are on for Panama. We have to give the football family up to date. Wall-to-wall coverage of football, because you don't know, we love reggae boys. And we big them up no matter where we're in our world. Big up to the reggae boys, but why? We have to take some medicine whenever the reggae boys play.
So people, while they have an injury timeout, which one do you prefer? Which is the drink of choice in a time like this? Because I don't have no white rum, but this feel white rumish.
Blackburn, Quintero, and Rodriguez are off for Panama. Yanis, Waterman, and Stevens on. For Jamaica, Flemings, Williams are on for Jamaica, and Morrison and Bobby Reed are off.
El Pistolero, so water with lime. Them now mad me. Hey, Kingsley Gentle said we need to play 4-2-4 against Panama. Kingsley, I wonder if you're watching the game. Right now, Jamaica need to play with 15 midfielders to even affect the midfield. Panama is playing with one midfielder, and that one midfielder, the No Fear brother, is destroying Jamaica single-handedly. So if
Panama
we are
looking to make another substitution or 2 substitutions. Well, no, our Waterman is waiting to come on back on the field. Eric Davis is down. Eric Davis is injured and he will be taken off. Ariano seems to be coming on for Davis. Panama is up 2-0. Big up to Orlando, Panamanian brethren. I know he's enjoying the game. We have to big up the family.
Big up the Panamanian right now, man.
Of course, a lot of Jamaicans went to Panama for the Panamanian Canal, and so there's a strong connection between the Jamaicans and Panama. Big up to the Panamanian.
Benton, them speak Spanish.
Panama 2, the Reggae Boys 0. Still waiting for play to restart.
Yo, it's a holiday weekend in the United States, I should be outside grilling some food. Big up all my Rasta friend them. Because we're not going to disrespect the item and say, well, I'll grill some pork. But we should out there grill some food, man.
Yeah. And football family, remember to subscribe to Ball Chat YouTube page. Subscribe to the channel family. Wall-to-wall coverage of football every Sunday. Also, smash the like button. All right, so somebody needs to mute their mic there.
Oh, yeah, Fitzmurray was still in here, but I muted him. But we're good. Throw into Jamaica, Junior Fleming. You know what's the most discouraging thing is that Jamaica is down 2-0 at home after the first half. And I don't think we have registered a shot on goal. Benton, you're on mute. I think you're on mute, Benton.
Yeah, thank you. We're struggling to keep possession of the ball. And it's, whether it's the midfield, whether it's in the final third, we can't take control of the ball. And, whether it's the Panamanian press is getting to us, we just can't keep the ball.
Andre Stevens just echoed my sentiment, and I'm just seeing a comment, Andre. So sorry if you said it before me. I'll give you the credit.
Ball into Corey Burke
Take
looking
off
to lay
Corey
one off
Burke,
into the
man.
path of Mikel Antonio. Too hard. Mejia picks up.
Take off Corey Burke. Take off Corey Burke. You can't even head the ball down. Come on, take off Corey Burke, man. Shamar
Yeah, Papa,
Nicholson would have done
we need
better.
another sub. We need another sub. I mean,
Shamar
Mikel
Nicholson
Antonio
would have
running
done
in.
better.
He didn't have a chance on that one. Asquila running things in midfield for Panama. He's back in control again. Just keep, and if you notice, the Nuffier brother, aka Asquila, he just keeps it simple. He moves, keeps it moving, and he finds his option.
Yeah.
Him and Godoy. Now Liam Moore in the back for Jamaica. Wes Harden. Imagine Jamaica down 2-0 and Panama press in a 4.5. Imagine this. Panama pressing up.
Panama is trying to increase the goal difference. That's what Jamaica is right now.
Jamaica is down 2-0 with the ball in our half, and Panama is pressing us. So not only is this interesting, of course, Jamaica plays on the press. Kemar Roof looking to send Corey Burke in behind the defense, but intercepted or easily controlled by Escobar in the Roof, trying to send it back in. Escobar, Asquila.
Why is Roof and Burke still on the field?
Eric Davis throw free kick to the Panamanian team. All right, so the thing that we noticed a while ago with Panama pressing Jamaica inside their own half, midway between the center and the 18 yard. It's like Panama feels comfortable. It's like, yo, what? Let's go at them. Let's go hunting. Let's try to get another turnover and get the next goal. They're playing like they are the home team.
Yeah. Alex Dunn is saying the team is unbalanced. I agree.
Long ball looking for Mikel Antonio.
Burke.
Corey Burke. Corey Burke looking to find Junior Fleming. Wes Harden. Finds Speedy Williams. Speedy Williams to Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson to Roof. Roof looking for option. Find Wes Harden. Harden back to Roof. Roof finds Burke, but the touch is heavy. Turns over back to Panama. Stevens. Asquila. Or the Nuffier brother to Stevens. Stevens to the Nuffier brother. Back and free kick. And Barcelona is fouled by Liam Moore.
All right.
And at some point, frustration is going to step in.
And I think Alvas Powell is warming up, getting ready to come out. I mean, we're down 2-0.
Well, and here comes two subs for the Reggae Boys. Shamar Nicholson is coming on for Kemar Roof. Or Shamar Nicholson is coming on for Mikel Antonio's. Mikel Antonio day is done. Wait, I want to go on. And Alvas Powell is waiting to enter the game. Junior, your thoughts on taking off Mikel Antonio for Shamar Nicholson? Junior?
Who Alvas Powell coming out for?
Shamar Nicholson now is on the field for Mikel Antonio. And Alvas Powell must have came on for Wes Harden. Still waiting to get the confirmation. Yes, he's on for Harden. Harden is where Alvas Powell slots into his right back position. Well, I guess one thing Alvas Powell will do, Junior, he will give Jamaica more width going forward because Harden doesn't give anything like that going forward. We know that he's a liability. Alvas is a liability defensively. So Alvas will give them some width going forward.
Fun and joke aside, people, please remember, subscribe to the YouTube page. If it don't take much. You can hit the subscribe button on the YouTube Ball Chat. Go to YouTube and type in Ball Chat Podcast. We have a show every Sunday. We talk world football. We talk about real football teams, big sides. Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool, PSG, Mexico, America, big sides.
Mexico, America. Big up to Carlington Morris's coach at Duppy-Bot. Which coach family? And Albert J. Reed says, Alvas again. Okay, look, for 3-0. Big up to the family. Go ahead and subscribe to Ball Chat YouTube page. Smash the like button. Family, match day 2 of 14. As Junior go and sip him rum. Reggae Boys down 2-0. Road to Qatar looking shaky. Ball is on the right side. Stevens get by Alvas Powell. Finds Godoy. Panama pushing it into the Jamaican box. Overhit. Waterman wasn't able to get in touch and get in control of it. And Andre Blake was quickly out. Alvas Powell running into midfield. Find Roof. Ball ricocheted off Roof. Roof then sends it wide. Finds Corey Burke. Corey Burke then sends it to Junior Flemings into the 18-yard box. Junior Flemings with a cross overhit over Shamar Nicholson. Now he has to recover. Shamar Nicholson looking for option. He has 2 players on him. Still trying to find an option. Finds Kamar Taxi Lawrence. Samar Taxi Lawrence sends it into the box. Corey Burke headers it. Corey Burke, I had the ball there, brother. Headed out for a throw-in. Throw-in to Panama, and Ariano is getting ready to take. 73rd minute of play. Reggae Boy 0, Panama 2. Inside the office. Junior, you're quiet, family.
Why is Corey Burke still on the field?
Just update the family on the other World Cup qualifier games in CONCACAF. Costa Rica and Mexico currently 0-0. El Salvador and Honduras currently 0-0. 32nd and 27th minute respectively. Panama is in possession. Godoy in midfield. Finds Casarilla. Panama still just playing the ball. I mean, it's just game management now from Panama. They're 2-0 up. Force Jamaica to chase. Play the ball around. That is exactly what the Panamanian team is doing. Ball went all the way back to Mahia, the goalkeeper. All the way up top and back to Mahia. Mahia has Kamar Roof running in. Mahia sends it long. Looking for
Yo, Ricardo Perry said Corey Burke forget a red card for can't play football.
Who?
Corey Burke forget a red card for can't play football.
Alvas Powell stepping into the box, stepping into the Panamanian half. Now Corey Burke gets behind the defense. Corey Burke trying to get a shot. Tame effort in the end. 75th minute, 15 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Reggae Boys need a goal. Reggae Boys will play Costa Rica on September 8th. We'll have watch along. I guess at this rate, with these results, I don't know how much rum and coke Junior's liver can handle.
El Pistolero said that was the first shot on target. No, El Pistolero, that was the first pass on target.
Stoppage the players. Barcinas is down. Seems like he's cramping up.
Yo, great highlights. Come Tupper up in the truck.
Junior, if this result hold, is this a chance? Does the JFF need to go ahead and make a change at the helm?
Change what?
Change the coach.
To who?
I mean, they have an assistant. They have an assistant coach.
But what would a new coach do? What would a new,
John Barnes have said in the past that he will take the job for free.
What would a new coach do at this point? The problem, all right, I'm going to make a very unpopular comment right now. It's 15 minutes left in the game. Panama going through another substitution, so you guys not missing anything. This is an unpopular comment. I don't know if you can cuss me off. I'm vexed with me. It's not Tupper's fault. It's not. It's preparation fault. It's not Tupper's fault. Tupper is not helping, but it's not Tupper's fault.
El Casarina looking to flip the ball over. It went out for a throw. Do you share the mindset that teams are a reflection, how they play are a reflection of their manager?
No, the team's play is a reflection of preparation.
It's ball is headed on into the box. Kmart Roof headed on Junior Flemings to Shamar Nicholson, who took a shot and saved.
It's
Second shot on goal, Junior.
So in 10 minutes of playing, Shamar Nicholson has done more than Mikel Antonio on the field. Let that sink in. In 10 minutes of playing.
Yeah, but I mean, Mikel Antonio is not used to the bumpy field, brother.
In 10 minutes
corner kick to the Reggae Boys. Daniel Johnson looking to take it. A referee is speaking to Kemal Roof and Ariana. Reggae Boys need a goal here. A lot of jostling in the box. Johnson headed out. Speedy Williams picked up at the top of the, now on the left side, trying to put the ball back in, headed out, cleared out by the Panamanian team. Throw into the Reggae Boys. Come on, Taxi Lawrence quickly takes it back in play to Andre Blake, who's in the middle of the Jamaican half. Hey, it's a good shot him taking it. It's a good shot.
Nicholson has done more on the field in 10 minutes than Mikel Antonio.
Junior Flemings into the box, pushed over. He's asking for a penalty. Seems like the ball may have hit him in the face. Casilla, the Panamanian team, comes away. Casilla looking for options. He finds Stevens. Stevens running, Johnson beside him. No, we're inside the Jamaican half. Now Casilla finds Waterman. Waterman entered the Jamaican 18-yard box, looking for option. He gets by Moore, looking to go around Moore. Moore shields him properly, and out for a goal kick to the Reggae Boys. You're seeing the replay of that. Is that a penalty,
no,
Junior?
I'm going on too easy.
Okay, I think he may have. He got stepped on in the back of his head as Ariana tried to jump over him.
Yeah, Judah Fleming went down too easy though.
That one will hurt. 79th minute of play.
7V saying that's a pen. I don't think so, 7V. And I would love Jamaica to get a penalty, but I don't think so.
Godoy, Daniel Johnson, yes. Daniel Johnson putting on some pressure on those two Panamanian holding midfielders, putting some pressure on Godoy and Waterman. Reggae Boys back into play, trying to find Junior Flemings on the right.
Yo, you know what Kemal Roof remind me of? Kemal Roof remind me of that one brother that come to the Sunday ball game with pretty jersey and pretty gears. And
big up Leslie.
They're no good.
Big up to the football family. Corner kick to the Reggae Boys. Corner kick to the Reggae Boys. This one being taken by Junior Fleming. He's standing over it. Spinning away. Short corner on the edge of Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson and chip it. Come on, Roof. And 5-6 yards out. Couldn't it get it down. Headed over or saved by the goalkeeper. Junior, something from the practice field there.
Something from which practice field? It's a Kemal Roof just never walked back for the corner.
No, he wasn't outside. Should he have scored that, Junior?
Of course, he should have done better with that.
Should have done better. Panama finally get the ball out. We're in the 80th minute of play. Ball is with Andre Blake. Andre Blake to Speedy Williams. Speedy Williams on the left side, looking for options. Finds Shamar Nicholson. Shamar Nicholson's offside.
Rohan, number 6 is Liam Moore.
Yeah, so Mejia got a touch on it and pushed it onto the post, Junior. What do you think? On that, we're seeing the replay of the chance by for Kemal Roof. What, he went up too early?
It's a good header. No, it's a good header.
Yes. Now Panama is breaking in. Through on goal. Waterman getting inside, and Panama 3-0. Waterman, Casillas to Waterman running through. Beat one. Andre Blake. And he rolls it in the back of the net. Panama 3, the Reggae Boys 0. 82nd minute. as Coach Christiansen has a wry smile on his face. Man, come on, Kingston, come kick out with teeth. Junior. Panama 3, the Reggae Boys 0.
Yo, man, check my pulse.
Casillas picking up the ball, quickly laid off the Waterman. He moves Alvarez Powell inside out, laid it into the back of the net between Andre Blake and Powell. And ultimately, it seems like a part of the Achilles heel. If you squeeze a little pressure on the Reggae Boys, there's an opportunity there for turnover. And if you can get the turnover, then you can subsequently then, get in on goal. So Waterman add to the Panamanian lead, 3-0. Shock result. No one except the Panamanian fans saw this one coming.
Lie you tell. Big up Marco Pratt.
Big up Marco Pratt. He predicted 2-0 victory for Panama. Yes. Long ball over the top. Clearly, some of us were picking based on emotion. I said I just wanted a win.
I tell you guys
how they do it.
I tell you guys, let go the patriotism. No, I told you.
Yeah. But yeah, we have work to do. Casillas, boss in that midfield. Casilla, boss in that midfield, looking for Godoy. Ariana to Godoy now. Corey Burke still running, but it's useless running at this stage. Panama just positioning, managing the game. Andrade sends it back to Mahia. 84th minute of play. Mahia sends it long. Stevens chests it down to Casilla. And Leon Moore through the back of Stevens. Foul to Panama. Close to the center circle. There's been an interesting post-match press conference by Coach Tapa.
We don't want to hear from Tapa after the match, man.
Panama with possession. Godoy looking for options. Now you find Casilla. Godoy and Casilla, they're just knocking the ball around. No stress, no drama. Barcenas comes earlier. Barcenas comes and helps out the play. But, I mean, they won the midfield battle. That's definitely, I don't even know if it was a battle, but they were definitely dominant in midfield. The no fear, brother. Free kick to the Reggae Boys. Foul on Corey Burke by Ariano. Going over the back of Ariano. Daniel Johnson standing over the free kick. And Mahias bumbled the one, spilled the ball, and now the referee, he's looked like he took a knock to his face. Referee calls a free kick. He's holding on to his chin. Looks like in some sort of pain there, Junior. Goalkeeper Mahia, Panamanian medical staff quickly out. Let's see the replay. Oh, he didn't catch the ball. He got hit in his chest by Corey Burke, but I didn't see how he got hit in the face. Maybe the
best thing Corey Burke do all game.
So Mahia, and of course, subsequently the ball was cleared out by the Panamanian players. Panama riding into Kingston, Jamaica, looking to leave today's game and sitting on top of CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. After the conclusion of this game, of course, you have 2 more games currently going on.
People, may I beg on a favor, please. Make sure you subscribe to Ball Chat Podcast on YouTube. We talk world football every Sunday. So it's when the local side are going foolishness, we're good. We still talk about Man U, Man City, PSG. We talk about everything. So next Sunday, 5 o'clock, live for 1 hour. We have a segment called Ballers and Bugs, where we give Ballers of the Week, Bugs of the Week. For all those who know Ball Chat Show running every Sunday, you know it's a fun we have every Sunday. Today is just a pestilent. But 4 minutes left of the game, Jamaica down 3-0 versus Panama. David Magan saying, Greg Butler for coach.
You know, and we had Craig Butler on the show months ago, right? And we asked him, does he have an interest in coaching, right?
Yeah.
And I think I don't think what did he say? I think he said something like, no, man, him not enough, or something to that effect.
My better things to do in time.
My better things to do. You know, I don't know if Craig Butler won that job, brother. Craig Butler is focused on building Phoenix Academy and getting players into the top leagues in the world. Panama breaks away, looking for Casilla. Speedy Williams with a quick tackle. Big up Club Single. Join us on Ball Chat YouTube page. Wait, we have us, Junior. Seems like we need to tell him on them to subscribe for Club Single, you know.
What is Club Single?
I don't know, but big up Club Singles. Must be a dating app. Yes. Club Singles are dating service out in Jamaica. Casilla picking up the ball on the left side. Shamar Nicholson pressuring Casilla, and the ball is out for a throw-in.
So all the single people that will have to look stress though, link Club Single. Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, all the single people. When not during no movement, of course, Junior. Once
no, but at the best time.
Reggae Boys down 3-0. Tough day at the office, family. Getting outclassed by a Panamanian team that's bossing this game, boss the midfield. Goal scorers, Waterman, Blackburn, and Andretti. Reggae Boys having a bad day off the office. Match day 2 of CONCACAF final round, CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. Let's get it's a free kick to Panama. Referees is calling Shamar Nicholson over. Seems like you want to have a conversation with him now. Free kick to Panama on the left side. Facing the Jamaican 18-yard box on the left side. Daniel Johnson standing in the Jamaican 18-yard, 10 yards away. Panama 0-0 between Costa Rica and Mexico, 0-0 between El Salvador and Honduras. Ball is with Stevens. Stevens then tried to go into the line, but taken over by Alvas Powell. Foul call on Stevens. Alvas Powell trying to restart play. Sends it long downfield looking for Corey Berg. Corey, now Shamar Nicholson picks it up in midfield. Looking for option. Kadoiv wins it for Panama. Stevens. Casilla. Oh, weird. Junior, you see that? Junior, you see that the attempt by try Salah Shamar Nicholson there by Casillas?
I hope that's a way to the game done.
What the backside I go on? This thing turned fancy now. This turned fun down goals. Casillas took a knock in the face, but the referee played on. 5 minutes of stoppage time will be added on. Panama managing the game, passing it around.
Yo, what police are doing that stadium and looking at stands? Like, what are looking at stands for?
Stevens.
Go over the yard,
Casilla. Back to Escobar. Andretti then sends it back to Mejia. Corey Burke still running the 90th minute. Mejia sends it long. Ariana heads it. And a foul is called on Alvas Paul. As you can see, the Jamaican players, like the Jamaican fans, are very frustrated with the turn of events today. Coach Tapa.
No, but Alvas fouled the man. Why am I talking about?
Bad day at the office.
Which office?
Bad day at the field.
Yo, the office closed from 1999.
Andrade. Escobar sending one long looking for options. Panama still in possession, just running the clock, managing the game, passing the ball around.
Yo, look for the police up on the cycle track of him on his face.
Yeah. Ball is with Andre Blake.
Ref blew it off the ref.
Reggae boys, this is a big defeat and really dent the chance to go to the Qatar 2022 family. Need a quick turnaround here. So then subsequently we must need that 3 point in Costa Rica on Tuesday then, Junior. Jamaica into the box to Shamar Nicholson, overplayed. Ball runs out for a goal kick.
People, did you hear what Benton just said a while ago? We must need the 3 points in Costa Rica.
I mean, so for me coming into today's game, as long as we win today, the 3 points at Costa Rica wasn't a huge thing, but we needed these 3 points. But
Benton, Jamaica cannot even beat a Caribbean team that is prepared right now. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah, I said coming into the game. Panama up 3-0. Mejia restarts play. We're just waiting for the referee to blow it off now, family. Just waiting for the referee to blow it off. I think the only serious shot on target was a shot by Shamar Nicholson, right, Junior? Mexico is leading Costa Rica 1-0 in Costa Rica. Goal by Pineda. That man Pineda, who was lively against Jamaica when he came on the field the other night. In fact, did he score the win? No, it was Martin that scored the winning goal against the Reggae Boys.
Daily Media said JFF loves mediocrity, still holding on to 1998. I agree.
Yeah. Panama.
Paddington saying, why can't we fire Whitmore? Has he obviated the JFF? It is called free labor.
Yeah, but I think the point you make, Kamar Roof trying to intercept the ball and it went out. I mean, yeah, all right. So we do an assessment. I mean, I think we have spoken about this ad nauseum. Tapa, yes, is part of the problem, but there are other chronic problems that is at play. And I don't know if you give Pep Guardiola 3 days or Jurgen Klopp 3 days with the JFF setup means that they will get a better result. I don't know.
Hey, I'm telling you what Kemar Roof. People, let's have some fun. Because Jamaica down 3-0, 1 minute left in the game. Let's have some fun, people. Because it don't make no sense to sit down and stress out with Sunday. Ball game Sunday, that's how life going on. That's how football is. I'm telling you what Kemar Roof remind me of. Kemar Roof remind me of the brother who come at the ball field what we call Brown Man. You look at him and say, Brown Man. And he can't play football for save his life, you know, but him just know the man who can play football. He come like Antoine Griezmann. I'm just saying.
Big up to the family. Karen Madden, well-known journalist in Jamaica, said on Twitter, honestly speaking, this is very disrespectful to the very, very talented group of football commentators in Jamaica. This is awful.
Who shared this? We? Oh, correct. Are we share this?
No, they're talking about the commentary, the CONCACAF commentary that they get streamed.
Okay, come about for go off by Karen Mandino.
Yo, come listen to the game on Coach Tapper Whitmore. Sad turn 3-0 full time. Panama, congrats to Panama. Reggae Boys lost 3-0. Very dejected looking Reggae Boys. A real assessment needs to be done. There needs to kind of clear the air and sort out the foolishness right now. Whatever needs to get sorted out, needs to get sorted out.
All right, so I put the call-in number back up again. And people, I'm having fun joking around because I don't want people to feel like we're dejected. And it's dejecting, but it was still the show must go on, right? So I was joking around, having fun. Here's the call-in number, the meeting ID 321-243-0221. You can link us via Zoom. I have a phone number that I could bring through, but I would do that Wednesday. When is the next match? Wednesday or Tuesday? But here's the link. Benton, I think you're on mute.
Tuesday is the next match, family.
All right. So I'm going to admit up these people. So
I'm looking in on Costa Rica and Mexico. Currently, Mexico is leading 1-0, and El Salvador versus Honduras 0-0. And it seems there's something going on in that El Salvador versus Honduras game.
all right, yeah, but
we're
done. We're not worried about that right now, Benton. Let's fix Jamaica.
We don't have enough time in our world to fix
Well,
Jamaica.
that is the main focus right now. The main focus right now is on fixing Jamaica. So
Football family, remember to subscribe. Yeah, Junior, remember to subscribe to Ball Chat YouTube page. Like Junior said, we do this every Sunday, 5 Eastern, EPL, La Liga. It's a live show. Fans can join in and jump in and give their thoughts every time. And come on, mute your phone. Come on, mute your phone.
Phone mute. Listen.
Come on, Junior, you want to mute her?
Yeah, when not hear the song we play.
Right.
Shot, go on.
Go ahead, come on.
All right.
Since you have a lot to say.
So,
No, you can't hear me.
yeah, why hear you? Come on, go ahead.
You not hear the song we play in the stadium.
No, what?
Don't worry about a thing.
Yeah, come on, you come here with this thing. Yeah, with I try to calm down your blood pressure and you come out to 3 little birds. Not today, all right?
From the second goal going, we just start drink some coconut water because it's not making no sense. It look, so funny. You know, the kickman go on the pitch and take a jersey from taxi while he's on the pitch talking to the man them. Like he must say, you think you give me this? Jamaica is shambolic. I wouldn't be surprised if Tapa call Antonio again and him hang up the phone for him or actually block him. Block him on WhatsApp. That's what's going to happen. There was no grit, no fight. Ethan Pinnock was poor, right? I don't see what him offer. Kemar Roof was poor. If we are going to need Corey Burke versus Costa Rica, why did he play the entire 90? Why not leave Antonio on the pitch, partner him along with Shamar? Why did you take off Bobby Reed off the pitch? I mean, like, yo, if Topanuk get fired tonight, something wrong up at JFL. This is madness. This is shambolic.
Hold on, come on. We could bring in Dwayne. So
wait, Junior, before you go, I have an appointment forgot to run to right quick, but I got jump off family. So Junior, you just the family just stay safe, yeah, man, and we ride again Tuesday, right?
Oh, what's your right thought there?
Huh?
What's your right thought?
Yeah, we will be here Tuesday again, because we don't know what's up on the reggae boys no matter what. Yeah, it's a family bless up, see?
Do it.
Yeah, yes. Big up yourself, Junior.
What what's going on, but General?
Big up yourself, come on.
Hey, big up yourself, what?
Me there. Boy, it rough out the road. You know, I'm watching the game.
Oh, it's not going to stay in the way for this.
The players are too far apart from them one another. Like every time a Jamaican player get the ball, there's 2 or 3 Panama players in between them and the pass because everybody's standing up, everybody's stagnant. Tapa just not preparing the team tactically. It's like him just looking at names on a paper and putting them out on the field. I don't seem like this team go out there with any kind of instructions, how they're going to play together, how they're going to move the ball, how the ball is going to go from the defense line, move up to the midfield and then to the forwards. It's just like the man them just booting the ball from the middle, long down to the forward line. Are you telling me with this Panama team, we have nobody in midfield
that can control the game and play the connecting role between the defense and the forward and get the balls up. It just trashy play. And honestly, I said this the last time I spoke to you guys, that I don't think Tapper have the tactical ability to take the team any further than he's brought them. Them really need to start looking at other options as far as coaching.
So Fitzroy Fitzmurray, go ahead and unmute. What do you have to say about that, Fitzmurray?
You can't hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you. You just mute yourself again. No, unmute Fitzmurray.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, why are you surprised? Look at the game in Mexico. We played the field too long, like what Wayne said. The Mexico players were in the half space. That is why when one of the centre back go for push and pressure them on the our boy Powell for coming inside, that was the problem why Powell had a bad game. See, we are playing too wide. We are allowing too much players in the half space. We need to play a little more compact when you are defend.
All right, so I love what you said, Fitzmurray. I love what you said, Dewey, and I love it, right? And if we sit down and talk X's and O's, that is 100% accurate, right? But is that really the fix? Is it
if you
really
come back in your defense, you put up forward passes easily. We're not doing that.
All right.
Well, Junior, I don't think that's necessarily the fix,
Yeah.
I think what that does, it puts us in a position where we're not necessarily chasing the game, because I feel like we're chasing in the midfield, we're chasing up front, and then in our own back line, we're chasing. And you could see the difference in the defense without Low. You see a complete difference, because that's one area of the game that we usually can count on, is that the back line is usually, firm. And we don't see that tonight. But I think the real problem is that tactically, it seems like we're approaching these games without a real strategy. Like, what's the strategy, right? Two things you have to do to win game is to defend and score. I don't see any form of tactics around the way we're trying to approach scoring goals. It's like we're just booting the ball. It disorganized, and as far as I'm concerned, because the players are there, the only thing that I can see is that better coaching is needed from a tactical perspective. There's no tactical play, no tactics in the way we're playing the ball game. It's like we just go on the pitch and say, let's just keep playing the ball and see what happens.
Hey, come on.
Yes.
There was a YouTube video about the team training at stadium. You saw what they were doing?
You mean like passing the ball to each other?
Yeah, they might play scrimmage in the 18. What kind of tactics that for World Cup qualifying game?
I thought it was the cool down. I thought they were cooling down. That's what I thought. I didn't think it was a part of training, because it just never made no sense to me. I thought it was playing around. But listen, as I said before, our team looks good on paper. But what we saw today was strangers playing the football. I don't know if you are going to need Corey Burke and Shamar up top versus Costa Rica. Why not take off Corey Burke, leave Antonio, and bring Shamar to partner? Why are you taking off Bobby Reed? I don't understand. We complain that we don't have the players. We get the players. Then it's the problem with coaching. So if we're going to keep Tapper, then how can we get better? We not get better enough.
My Tapper remind me of my coach Holly still. So can't do complain, because at every level I get beaten.
Galaxy A10s, you put your hand up. Go ahead and unmute. Galaxy A10s, go ahead and hit the unmute button so you can join the conversation. So where do we go from here? Because I know during the live show, I was joking around, cracking jokes and acting crazy, right? And I Galaxy A10, I see your hand up. Go ahead and hit the unmute button, my boss. Hit the unmute button. I cannot unmute you. Go ahead and unmute. But let me ask you guys this question now.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you now. Go ahead. What you have to say?
Yeah, I am. Eh?
Yes, sir.
With these crops of players, we are still for a proper coach. Proper coach. We don't want Tapper and cannot trail a squad. So the team now have no style of playing. Yeah, hey, me say, yo, that hurt me. Me stress. Me feel shame and so embarrassed to see how a team a play with us. These kind of players where a player cross a glove. Me is a big fans, big fans, and when we look into this, me stress out. A code try and change, man. We have the players, you know, but you know, a team need a good experienced coach.
But when I ask a question, so do you not also think that the JFF from the top down need to be changed? You know,
coach I problem, ma'am.
No, man.
JFF.
It's not. It can't be only the coach. Because here was the first excuse we I get. Is that they don't have any money to pay another coach. Remember, them used to pay Winnie Schaefer almost 50,000. Them are paying 4,000. The first thing JFF will tell you, there is no money. They don't.
So who is gonna replace the Jeff? Who's gonna replace them?
No, but hold on. But listen. They need to change how they vote for the president of the JFF. They need to have past players. They need to have referees. They need to have fans. Select people. Yeah, man.
Not only few people.
Yeah, have select people. It can't be for everybody, but I'm saying just have select people and vote for someone. But understand that Mr. Ricketts is a businessman. But for football, you need somebody who understands the business of football. We need somebody who look on the other day, the footballer Atiba won.
Yeah.
We need somebody who understands what we need on the pitch and what we need off the pitch. We don't have that. And that is the problem.
That is what I'm trying to say. The team need an experienced
coach, but also you need the coach going to need the support of the federation. Somebody who is invested. And if we get rid of Tapper, I think we're going to come in and have the same problem. If the JFF is run by the same people who, everybody has to go on a trip.
All right.
You have a delegation. You have a 13 people, 14 money delegation going on a trip, but yet you complain that you don't have any money.
All right.
So,
come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Something that I think really needs to happen is if you're going to take the position as the president of the JFF, right? There should be goals in terms of a budget and money that needs to be raised. And if you cannot raise that money, you don't belong in that position. The excuse that we don't have the money is not good enough. You need to have a team in place to go out and get that money. And it's not difficult to figure out how much it is to pay a quality coach and what it's going to cost. And once you figure out the cost and you set a budget, you need to have people in place, not just people to make football decisions, but people that can go out and raise money. And if someone in the position for a year, 2 years, and don't meet the goal of the budget that you're supposed to raise, then you go and we get someone else. But it's an excuse that we don't have enough money, that can't fly.
But look at this though. and it's just a simple thing. So the coaching is one part of the puzzle that we need to fix. But there's so many other little things. Like look at it, for example, it's a Gold Cup. It's not a Gold Cup. It's a World Cup qualification season. We had Gold Cup the other day. Fans could not even get the jersey. That is money coming into your pocket. If you can't get merchandise, and look on today where Panama coming at our place, come do a promotion with a drone. What with the fans them out there? Everybody has scrambled. Where can we watch the match? They're not invested in the program, and they don't allow the fans to be invested in the program. So you can't complain about money. I see everybody I say, we want the black jersey, we want the yellow jersey for everybody in my family. Where can I find it? Nowhere at all. So it's from the top, need a change, and then we see the overall effect in the program. We can't continue so. Panama have players who play from the U17 level. You barely find in any of our programs where we invest in youth football. And we can, and if you have somebody, all right, look at it. Chris from Proven come in, and you see the people who get for investing in the Premier League. Why Ricky can't get corporate Jamaica for invest in the JFF? We need somebody who attracts those type of people. We not have it. So we not have nobody to come in and say, all right then, we will help you to pay this coach, because we need the coach. We're not qualified for World Cup if Tapa is still at the helm. I'm sorry. We're patriotic. We love Tapa. We appreciate everything that he has done for us during the 98 cycle, but it's time for us to move on.
All right. So let me ask this question though to everybody that's on. And I respect everybody will come on and join me and come on and Benton run and drink some juice right now, about him have appointment. I drunk the man and get drunk. But we're going to hold out and take the pain. Let me ask you this question. We're splitting this now into two halves, right? We have an administrative problem. We also seem to have a tactical identity problem on the field. Now, what if I was to look to you people, to you guys, everybody that's in the chat room right now on FlowSports, because we see the conversation happening about Tapa out. What if I come to you guys right now and say, look, Tapa did not get a fair shake because, hear me out, before they cuss me out, hear me out. All of these teams are getting support, financially supported. All of these teams are getting the opportunity to put camps together. All of these teams are playing practice games leading up to Gold Cup and leading up to World Cup, while Jamaica seem to be still trying to find a next footballer for plug in for come play a match next week. What do you guys say to the person who's going to say, you know what? Tapa never get a fair shake. Go ahead. Come on, you go first, real quick.
Listen, how long has Tapa been the coach? And we can always say not get a fair shake. Yes, we understand so our federation has no money, and we're one of the poor nations where can't do the camp. We can't keep up with the Mexico and the US and the whatever. But this is a result-driven job. You don't show the results, then it's time for you to go find somebody else. And yes, Tapa has accomplished more than Winnie Schaefer. Let us be fair. And Winnie get probably 10 times the amount of money that Tapa has received. But it is a results-driven job. And if we're going to use this excuse over and over when we don't qualify for a major tournament as the World Cup, given that we do have the players now, we can't complain so appear USL players, MLS players, and Premier League players, Western Premier League players. We have the players. So if Tapa don't produce the results, there's no excuse to keep him. You cannot find somebody. You cannot find an excuse to keep him now,
right,
Junior.
So Fitzmurray, what do you say about my question?
Come on, let me carry your point a little further, right? You see, as long as Tapa have the policy where boy him fly go England and try dig out people with Jamaican roots, we're not going to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Tapa in this thing for over 6 years now. You can have a 3-year program with the under 20s, going up to under 23s, and carry them to the senior side. As long as we have this policy where we go and we get the English players come in or the American players and come in, we're not going anywhere. 11 good players don't make a team. And that's what we should be building, a team, not players.
So, Dwayne, what you have to say?
Boy, we have to start. Boy, it was up to me. You know. Sorry, Junior, go on.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Tapper was dealt an unfair hand. I think Tapper has been there for long enough, even especially as a person that has played the game and have an understanding of the game and know what it takes to win football games at this level. I just think the game or the level of play that's needed right now, it's reached a place that I don't think Tapper is ready for that as yet, right? I'm not saying Tapper is a bad coach. I'm just saying if we want to move further, I don't believe Tapper is the person to take us there. No, what I would love to see is for them to get a more experienced coach, a coach that understands how to build a tactical setup for a team so we can play in a tactical way, meaning if you have to plug and play, a person understand where they're supposed to be on the field when the ball is where. I can't understand how one player have the ball and all he's looking at is Panamanian players. No, so that means nobody not moving in the space to support so they can pass the ball around. And then when we lose the ball, you see Panama doing just that. So it would be nice for them to get a better, more experienced coach, one that can bring in some really substantial changes in terms of tactics and keep Tapper as an assistant coach so he can learn. That would be a scenario that I think would be best for the team and also for Tapper.
Tapper pride not gonna allow him to do that. Tapper pride will never allow him to be the assistant or to move him from the head coach job. But you know, one of the other things too, real quick, that if I don't know if you listened to the Ultimate Butler part of the show today, that we were talking about the picking of players based on merit. And you had a point where you say, if you go to England and pick the players them, we're not going nowhere, which is true. You have a Kevin Lambert, who is 24, who, even though he plays USL, he can play the position of one of the English players that you brought in. Why not go for a Kevin Lambert? Why not bring in our players that we know that we can build, right, and use instead of going and get somebody who, I mean, he may be motivated, he may not. Because today I saw, as much as we talk about Antonio being the name brand baller, the big baller, Antonio was walking on the people in pitch today. He was walking when he never even have the ball. And the same thing with Pinnock, and Roof was so sloppy today. And then when you look at it, when you compare a Kemar Roof, and then you look at the USL baller, Speedy Williams gives 100% every game. And he's not afforded the same respect. So while we are complaining about the coach, the process of scouting needs to be addressed as well. And on top of that too, you have some of these players who play at high levels of football, and you come on people pitching the foolishness. Sometimes, yes, the coach must get blamed, but you have to blame the players at times. You play a Rangers, I am 100% sure that in the 50 games you've played for Rangers last season, you never do all of them foolishness there. So where come from people pitching them things there? So some players need to be looked at. And even though you play England or you play Scotland, and if you're not producing and you're not good enough, then you don't get a call up. We criticize and we kill Hector. And look at it, Hector never even get called this cycle. And we bring in someone who, they're not deserving of a next call up. And I wish to God we get a coach who realizes that the national team is not a friend thing. It's not a friendship thing. You can't just bring in a friend them come put in at the squad. It's madness. So this is what we are getting because of all the foolishness that we allow into the program.
All right, but then hear this though, because it to me it feels like every 4 years, since 1998, every 4 years we keep having this conversation, and every time it's always we blame the coach. Cause remember, first was Clovis, after Simoes, right? And then I think it was Lazar, but Lazar never lasts that long. And I'm mixing up my coaches now, but Bora came on, never last that long. Tapa is the longest tenured coach, and I tend to agree. It's a results business. But my question now is, if we put in another coach tomorrow, I see a lot of Craig Butlers. Craig Butler is the flavor of the month right now. First it was Neville Bell for a while, but now it's Craig Butler. If we were to insert another coach right now, do we really think football will change in Jamaica? And do we answer that question first?
When you say in Jamaica, what you mean? In terms of in the national team
The national
or just
team.
overall Jamaican football?
National team.
No, I think you can get that change, and we see it not just in football, but in all level of sports, because sometimes it's a matter of motivation. Sometimes it's a matter of the players believing that they can be more and do more. And coaching is a huge part of that, right? If the players don't believe in the strategy that the coach is using, or the player don't believe that the formation is going to work, and you're going out there with that mindset, right? It's not going to work. And personally, this formation where you have two wingers out and one forward in the middle, we don't seem to have the personnel for that. They need to just stick to the 4-4-2, because I've never seen them really play well in that formation, because whoever playing on that outside wing, what happens is everybody starts spreading out, and now you have the wing back spread out and stretch wide, and then you have the forward line spread out and stretch wide, so everybody's so far apart from each other, and we're not playing with speed, right? We're not playing a speed game. I think that spread and that stretch is when you're playing the ball very fast, and we're not playing fast. So we don't need to be playing that formation. And those are some of the things that I think will change the motivation of the team going into games, right? I just don't feel like the team have that fire, and that fire is supposed to start with the coach.
So Fitzmurray, I'm pretty sure you agree. If you were to get your pick a coach right now, who would you pick?
First of all, no good coach going to take a team in the World Cup cycle.
True.
You need at least 3 years with that team to get results.
True.
So no good coach going to take the team now.
So
because them know them going to fail in the campaign, and them props going to drop.
So then, at the end of this cycle, and hypothetically speaking, we're still hoping Jamaica can recover and make it to the World Cup. But let's say the worst case scenario happen, Jamaica don't make it to the World Cup. Would you look within Jamaica for a coach, or would you look outside of Jamaica for a coach? Would you look within the region for a coach, speaking about CONCACAF, or would you look to Europe? What type of coach would you bring in?
Would have to carry a foreign coach. Why? We're not going to get funding unless we carry a foreign coach.
Okay.
So it has to be a foreign coach. Is when the coach comes, the funding comes. That's how it always happens.
So, all right. So come on. If we were to bring in a foreign coach, is there a specific region that you would identify?
A Brazilian. It worked for us the last time.
No.
I think Jamaicans love the Brazilian style of play, and I think it fit us. It suit us. It worked for us before. I don't understand why we moved away from that. That is something that we can work with. I just think a Brazilian coach, and he's not going to ask for a Moreno kind of salary, right? But if we get a good Brazilian coach to come in, I think we'll be okay.
All right.
Well, come on.
Go ahead.
Since we are drawing most of the players from Europe, you don't think a European coach would easy to gel everything together?
Not necessarily. Football is football. So
Portugal are the hottest thing right now.
Yeah, but football is football. So it's just like look at Chelsea, look at TT. I mean, it's a mixture of players on the pitch. Not everybody come from Germany, right? And the style of play is different, but it make it work. When Rene Simoes came, right? Um, he had what? He had Europeans on there too. He have English born, he have local players, and guess what? Don't it work for us?
Hold
So
on.
No, man, the majority of local players when
Hold on, hold
Simons
on,
come.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
but listen, but if we can tap into that, if we can tap in our because my question,
Hold on, hold on,
my,
hold on,
eh?
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Damon who said we don't need any more Brazilian. He also said, remember we had Alfredo Montesa from Brazil, and we didn't get the results from him. Hold on, hold on. Let us try to remember what Jamaica played like under Rene Simoes. Let us really try to remember what we played like. Let us remember what we played like in the semi-final group that we topped when we beat Mexico 1-0, and then how we played in the final zone. And let us remember that Jamaica played 5-3-2 formation. They were very defensive, and Jamaica scraped through to the World Cup in 1998 with a bag of 1-0 games. We beat El Salvador 1-0. We beat Costa Rica 1-0 at Jamaica. We draw with America 0-0. We beat Mexico 1-0. We go to America and draw 1-1. I think we did draw with Costa Rica or beat Costa Rica 2-1 in Costa Rica, if memory serves me correctly. But
I bet you that take a 1-0 victory today.
No, of course. But this is the problem that
I understand all of that. But so you're saying a European coach would address the local players as well?
No,
I mean,
I don't. I asked about the region, and Fitzmaurice kind of hinted at it when he said, "Wouldn't a European coach be best?" I was kind of hinting towards that.
All right, you know what? Too listen, Klinsmann is available. The German is available.
No. We cannot bring in a coach like that. In my opinion, this is all right. We need Rene Simoes is a different breed of a coach, right? He came to Jamaica, and I remember clearly his first press conference. The man said, "We need a 12th man." That's where the term office came in, right? That first game, I think the first game we played was against a Norway team with Flo. And if anybody remember with Kevin Wilson, Pele Wilson, he scored on his debut. You remember the Mexico game early under Simoes' tenure when Walter Boyd kicked the free kick. This was when Jamaicans used to leave the stadium in the 85th minute. When 5 minutes left in the game, no matter what is happening in the game, we left the stadium, right? And Simoes said, "What I do?" And Walter Boyd scored a late free kick and drew the game against Mexico. We need a coach that can come into the community, into the society, and become a part of Jamaica before him can start coaching.
I say, this is what me want. If them can go tonight and call Luan Dunga, call him.
No, come on. We need a Dunga not going to live in Jamaica. Remember, Simoes take up him whole family, carry them come Jamaica, and we hear the joke about Fabian Davis and Simoes' daughter. We're not gonna bring that up and disrespect the family.
No, you don't know that. If Simoes can talk to Dunga and say, "Listen, Jamaica is nice." If Adam Stewart can say, "Listen, Dunga, bring your family. We set it up down there and I want a nice like a villa and whatever." It can work for the World Cup cycle. All we are saying is that we want a coach that can lead us to where we want to go, the promised land. Yeah. And I just think a Brazilian suit our play. It will bring the fans back, because guess what? The Jamaican team needs, as I said, the 12th man. And Jamaicans are so in love with the Brazilian style of football, and Simoes allowed us to experience something like that. So if I tell you, any old Jamaica here said Dunga is the next coach of the national team, they must scale the fence.
Go ahead.
I agree with Camon and the Brazilian. And when you ask the question, that's what I was thinking personally. And I've played for coaches that use a Brazilian tactic, and I've played for coaches that use sort of a European style of play.
Right.
And I'll tell you that the Brazilian style of play, it's easier to learn and adapt to in a short time frame, right? I think because it's more so about possession and playing close to each other and opening up options. So you have multiple passes at the time that you get the ball. So I think if you're bringing in a coach on short notice, and it's about this particular World Cup campaign, I think a Brazilian strategy would probably be easier to learn. And the Jamaican skill set and the way we play sort of similar to the way the Brazilians play, right? So I think, you know, even though we have a lot of players coming from Europe, I just think it would be an easier tactic for the team to learn and adapt in a short space of time.
Blair Boyd.
2 things I want to say quickly. You know?
Yeah, go ahead.
2 things I want to say quickly. If I can recall, getting Samoa was a government-to-government arrangement.
Yes.
It took government to intervene for persuade him to come.
Yes.
2, members of the dominant thing in Europe now is possession football. You know?
Yes.
Right? That is where the emphasis is. It's no longer a Brazilian thing. It's more Spain, then Spain carried to everywhere. See?
Right.
So it's not restricted to that philosophy, not restricted to Brazil alone right now. England start to embrace it now. You see what I'm saying? So just think about that for a second.
Zine. That you're 100% right. So Serious Vibe saying, no, y'all stop talking crap. Tapa just needs to go. No tactics. If you watch the match, nothing has to do with not being together for long. Chelsea, best example. Then our McDonald saying, so no one ever think of Darren Moore and he is Jamaican? Denor, that's a great question. But does Darren Moore want the job? That's another question. Serious Vibes, the fact of the matter is Tapa needs to go. Blair Boyd saying, lady, talking to come on, you must realize that the team is not playing together long enough. So the coordinating is very poor. And Tough Gang Music is saying, Miguel Coley. People, we can have this conversation all night. We know everybody needs to go back to them.
Wait, hold on. So call me lady. Sir, listen. When was the last tournament Jamaica played where the players were together for more than 3, 4, 5 days?
I can answer that question.
We've never had a tournament where the players have been together long. So that excuse about the team not together, it's rubbish.
I can answer that question. The last time Jamaica had a tournament where the players were together for more than 5 days was actually the last time they had a damn good Gold Cup campaign was when Winnie carried the side, go play in a Copa Cup and carried the same side, go play in the Gold Cup, and that's when Jamaica had a damn good Gold Cup. I don't know why it is difficult for people to recognize that the man and just even play together. And I saw something earlier. Just one more point before we kind of wrap it up. I saw somebody said earlier, and I'm asking you guys this question now. If the same team that had played against Mexico on Thursday played today, the result would have been different. What do you guys think?
That I should have, would have, could have. I don't know. I can twist that around and ask you, would the same team that played in the Gold Cup, or the couple games in the Gold Cup, played versus Mexico, would it have been a different result?
Of course it would have been a different result. I'm not afraid to answer the question. But what is doing?
I mean, if the team that played in Mexico played today, I don't know if the result would have been much different, because I don't think we did extremely well in Mexico. The one exception that I would say may have made the game a little different is center defensive midfield. His name has slipped me right now.
Speedy Williams?
No.
Center defensive midfield.
Oh, who is that? The guy with Pepper Swindon and Grant?
Yes. Grant. Yeah, I think he was sort of a force in the middle of the field. I don't think he had a perfect game, But I think it was hard for them to kind of take him off and ball, so he was able to hold a little bit of position. So I think he might have made a difference against a Panama team. But other than that, I don't think we played well against Mexico either. Mexico just didn't. I don't think Mexico attacked as much. Our Panama today was very selective in the way they attack, and they just attack us at the right time, at the perfect moments on the counter. And the team, that played Mexico would have been caught off guard. So other than the guy here in the midfield and having Low in the back, which probably would have made a difference, it probably would have been the same result.
Okay. Fitzmurray, what do you think?
I don't know. I think the players who played in Mexico would have been tired for this game.
But Corey,
I think the margin would have been greater. Because the players would have been tired.
Okay. So, all right. So let's put a bow on it, because we can't, nothing going to change now. This isn't Chelsea. This isn't Manchester United. Topper is not getting fired. He is going to at least last through the whole campaign. Moving forward, and last comments, moving forward, I'm going to ask you guys now, what do we do to get a better result? Forget about qualifying for the World Cup. What do we do to get off 0 points? Starting with Costa Rica this week. What is it that we do moving forward? Let's be positive. Let's put a positive spin on things. What is the change that is needed, right? I'm going to start. For me, the change is going to be less European players. Pick your side based on gelling. If a man know a man, if a man have an X-man number, it sounds stupid. It might sound dumb to some people. But if pick a side of players that are friends and are willing to play for each other and move and do that moving forward. What do you guys think?
I would say play your best 11, right? Don't pick a side because of who fly come in to come play. The best 11. I think a 4-4-2 is good. Let us stop use Corey Burke as a defensive striker. I think we need 2 solid men up top. That I guess Ravel won't be there because he can't travel. So we have to make sure that we have the best 11 out there and play people in their position.
So best available 11 for you then, right?
Best available 11.
All right, Fitzmurray.
Well, my problem is that we change players too often. So players not going to get time to gel. I don't have a problem with using who you have, but you have to use them repeatedly. That's my only problem with the team right now. By the time we have the next match, next break in October, you're going to see some more man come in.
True.
You can't gel aside that way. That's my problem with the philosophy right now.
True.
You're going to pick 30 man and run them for the campaign. That's how I look at it.
So you want a consistent 11, win or lose then, right?
Yeah, a consistent squad, yeah. And work on your depth.
All right.
But changing every international break, it's not working out.
True. So Dwayne, what about you?
May I go echo what Camon say? Play your best 11. But one of the things that I think they need to be deliberate about is putting the players, especially the strikers, in the best position to be successful. A player like Boza, who can, from anywhere close to the 18-yard box, if he has a little bit of room and he can get some shots off, he'll score. Same thing with Corey Burke. So you have these guys that have a powerful strike that you have to put them in position to be able to get shots on goal. This thing where you have Corey Burke way out to the wing, so I agree, a 4-4-2, have 2 dedicated center forward, and then the other thing that these guys are good at, because our forwards are tall, put some crosses in the box. Put some crosses in the box and just give the strikers an opportunity to be able to take some shots on goal.
Well, who's going to give them a chance? We have a midfield to get the ball up there.
Well, that's the midfield's job.
But do we have a midfield that can do the job?
I believe we do. I believe we have a midfield that can get the balls up there, especially playing against.
The crosses.
Pardon me?
We have wing backs that can give us the crosses.
Of course, you look on a Kemar Lawrence. You're telling me you don't think Kemar Lawrence can make his way down the flank and put in a couple crosses?
All right, that's the left side. Tell me about the right side now.
Alvas,
look,
Alvas is going to
no,
practice that.
look, Alvas is not perfect, and I know a lot of people knock Alvas. He's very inconsistent, but I've seen Alvas play better, so I know he has the ability. I don't know what his issue is, but he has the ability to do it. So I think we have the players that can get the job done. They just need to go out and do it, and the coach's job is to put them in the best position to do it. And this 3-man up top, it don't work. It's silly. It don't work. It don't work for this team. It don't work for the core of players that they have. So go with your best 11 that you have, but it's imperative that we'll put the forwards in position to get shots on goal. Because if they can get shots, they'll score. Look on the goal where Boza score against Mexico. It's just a mistake they make on the ball drop on him foot. Goal.
Yeah. So, prediction time. What do you guys think would happen Tuesday or Wednesday or whenever the next match is? On the thing we have a chance to come out of Costa Rica with at least a point?
Yeah, I think I am going to be bold and say 2-1. This is where we get our 3 points. Costa Rica, as we've seen at the Gold Cup, Costa Rica side kind of aging. Them star players, okay, but as we said, them aging. So we can match up with them. With physicality, we're on point. Speed, we're also on point. It's just that if we limit the errors, limit the mistakes, I think we can come out there with 3 points.
And Mexico is still leading Costa Rica 1-0 in the 75th minute. USA and Canada is still 0-0. Fitzmore, what you say?
If we play a little more compact, we have a better chance. That's all the adjustment I think we need to make. We have played the field too long. That's all. We need to play a little more compact.
So 1 point or all 3?
What's that?
1 point or all 3?
Oh, for Costa Rica?
Yeah.
I'm looking at join. Come on.
All right, do it.
Yeah, I believe that they'll win this game, and more so because they lost this game today. I think they're going to go back, and I think they're going to refocus, and I think they're going to come out for the next game with heightened energy. The only problem that I see for that game is that we cannot concede an early goal. Because if we concede an early goal, I think it's just going to completely break the spirit of the team. So, other than that, I think they're going to go out there with the right motivation.
Junior,
go ahead, Fitzmurray.
We were too upbeat in this game to raise the motivation for Costa Rica and Junior.
Yeah, that do it. Well,
hey, that's a bit optimistic. We're gonna cry if we're not. So hold a second. So are we saying that we should give John Barnes a next chance though?
No. The first time the man come and say himself this money are too small. I'm going to come free now. The man staying there.
So this is what I'm going to say in closing is it's not the end of the world, people. It's not the end of the world.
Exactly. All is not lost.
And right now, Mexico is the only team other than Panama that is winning, right? Mexico has won their first game, winning the second one. Panama drew the first game, won the second one. So Panama has 4 points. Mexico, if all remains the same, will have 6 points. Jamaica, I forget about Jamaica right now. El Salvador, Honduras, they're currently tied 0-0 in the 67th minute. They can have 2 points at the end of the night. Canada and the USA can have 2 points at the end of the night. So, realistically, if Jamaica goes out and beat Costa Rica, they can have 3 points. Let's hope all the other teams them draw. And then at the end of the first 3 games, apart from Mexico and Panama, all the other teams can be tied with 3 points. It's not the end of the world.
Definitely not.
So let's see how it's true.
Yeah. Still a lot of football left to play.
Indeed.
So Fitzmurray,
but have we learned?
Do we
Stop learned? Has Stapa learned?
Well,
Cross a finger.
Has Paul
Stapa learned all that he's going to learn. He just have to use him alphabet the best side.
By the way, we had the analyst in this game.
Huh?
Did we have the analyst from Canada in this game?
Who, the analyst from Canada?
Yeah, the team supposed to have an analyst.
Come on. We need some help with that question.
No idea.
I don't know about that one.
That's news to me.
Listen.
All right, people. Good night, people. See you around.
Good night, yeah, man. Bless up,
All right,
bless
then,
up.
take care.
All right,
Thanks for joining.
No problem.
All right, bless up. So, people, do you and bless up yourself every time.
Yeah, man. Big up, brother.
I know, so we'll
All right,
definitely.
thanks, Ren.
All right, come on.
Big up,
Bye-bye.
come on.
All right, everybody, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Long time. Subscribe, long time, brother.
See, everybody want to listen right now on FlowSports. Trust me, the conversation is still going on FlowSports right now. We're going to sign off until the Costa Rica game. We will be back, people. You don't know the thing said. Jamaica till the end. Jamaica lost 3-0 to Panama tonight. It's a bad feeling, but it's not the end of the world. We will be back. Bless up on yourself. Have a good night. All those in the United States are not going to work tomorrow. Don't stress out on yourself, people. Don't worry about a thing. We will be back. Little more. Bless up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Link us on Facebook at BallChat, on Twitter at BallChat1, on Instagram at BallChat Podcast. Email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. We'll be back again, like I said, for the Costa Rica watch along. But do remember, next week, Ball Chat live every Sunday from 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk world football. Have a good night, people. Bless up.